Alright, welcome everyone to the third episode of Miscellaneous Discussions. I am one of your hosts, Drew, here, alongside my co-host, Nick. Nick, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
I'm alright. We got a lot of wrestling to cover in this next hour and a half, I guess. And then we might do some Clash of Champions predictions, as it is tomorrow night as of the recording. And maybe we can talk figures because all we have as our guest from the Wrestling Figure Discord server and our editor, Sam. Sam, how are you?
Not too well because you said you're taking away my pay and I don't get paid anything, so I think it's going to the negatives at this point.
Well,
You owe me about 2 elites, maybe a
From
battle
what?
pack.
you are.
You owe
You
us
have
each. You owe us each the full Survivor Series elite set.
From what?
I don't know.
That's your punishment for being late. Me and Drew both get the full Survivor Series elite set.
From 2018?
No, the new one.
We want the
Oh,
person.
I forgot about that.
I want that shitty Drew McIntyre repaint.
I want that Samoa Joe, baby.
Isn't
And I
the
want that
Fiend
really
in
shitty Kane.
the Fiend in the top picks is the exact same thing as the SummerSlam?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, top picks are usually re-releases anyway, from what I've read. I don't know if that's true or not.
No.
They're
Kofi's isn't.
not usually.
Every other
Kofi's
top
hair
pick
looks
set has
different.
only had like one re-release.
What was the?
Now,
Okay, so
now in this set, there's only one new figure.
it's kind of sus. Was the re-release in the 2020 top picks Roman? Or
Yeah,
because
and
the
then
Braun has a different head scan and the shirt.
yeah, yeah, and then Seth and Ricochet are both different.
Well, Sam, let's get into the wrestling here. Did you watch any wrestling this week?
I watched the beginning of Raw and I got bored, so I turned that off.
Fair
I
enough.
did watch AEW, as always.
Of course. You know, we know you're a big fanboy.
The opening of Raw is really all you needed to see.
Well, Nick told me, legitimately, probably like Tuesday afternoon, he's gonna need a half an hour to talk about Retribution. And I'm gonna give him this half an hour because this I need to hear this.
This needs a talking about.
Yeah.
I'm probably not gonna go half an hour, but Retribution. All right, let's start off. Mace, T-Bar, and Slapjack.
Slapjack's ratings.
Slapjack, aka Shane Thorne, used to be one half of the most underutilized tag team in NXT history, TM61. Should have been tag team champions. They got jobbed out for no reason. Nick Miller left, and now Shane Thorne is Slapjack. So, you know what, Nick Miller? Fuck you, Mikey Nichols ass motherfucker. Dominic Dijakovic, aka
One of your boys.
T-Bar. One of my boys, one of my absolute favorites in wrestling right now. Had one of my favorite matches of the year with Keith Lee take over Portland. Now, this guy's bald, looks like a knockoff Bane, and is named fucking T-Bar. What does T-Bar even mean?
You got an answer for us, Sam?
all I know about this is him and Chris Jericho have been talking a lot on Twitter today, like just replies and tweets and stuff.
I saw
Yeah.
Okay, that one was funny. Jericho said, "Huh?" And then Dijakovic replied with, "Huh?" And then a screenshot of all the news about Jericho's concert causing all those COVID cases.
Hashtag a little bit of the virus.
Dio Man looking like a black Madman Fulton. Slapjack looking like CM Punk said, looking like he's got a paper plate on his face.
I thought it
Looked like
was
he
a
made it
paper
in
plate.
kindergarten art class. We got Mia Yim and Mercedes Martinez, two of the most underutilized women in NXT now that they're gone. Mia Yim and Mercedes Martinez both should have gotten a women's title run. Mia Yim was there for like what, year and a half? Didn't do anything except have that one match with Shayna and had the cool ass feud with Candice that didn't even get a singles match on a takeover. Mercedes Martinez was there for what, a couple months? Didn't do jack shit except the cage match with Rhea. What the fuck are you doing, NXT? Mercedes Martinez, that's a world class fucking wrestler right there. That's one of the best female professional wrestlers in the world. You don't do shit with her except be a lackey for Robert Stone? Have her tag team with Aaliyah? What the fuck? Why did we not get at least one takeover match with her and Io? That match would have been incredible. That match would have had heat behind it. That match would have showed how good the NXT Women's Division is. That match could have stolen any takeover it was on. But no, let's give her a couple months and then send her up to Raw to be in Retribution, which doesn't even make sense. How Mercedes Martinez in Retribution doesn't make any sense. She's only been signed for a couple of months. And she was on the way to getting a push. So how have you been mistreated?
The only one that's been mistreated, I guess, can make his case is Shane Thorne, in my opinion. Because like Dio Madden is a big man. Dijak got a good amount of TV time. Mia Yim was one of the top women in NXT. Mercedes Martinez, you're right, does not make any sense. So, yeah, Raw's a big headache of a show. So I'd say you.
And by the way, are we supposed to just pretend like these people are not who they are? Like, are we supposed to just pretend that clearly Mia Yim is not Mia Yim? Like, or is it Mia Yim and the commentators just don't care enough to point out, oh my god, that's Mia Yim. Oh my god, that's Dominic Dijakovic. Oh my god, that's Shane Thorne. Like, I don't understand it. It doesn't make any sense. But then again, this is 2020 WWE main roster television we're talking about. Of course it doesn't make sense, because we're just throwing shit at the wall and seeing what sticks.
True.
All right, that's my Retribution rant.
So Sam, how's that make you feel? You'd have to see it, but it's such a big headache because Raw has like so much going on, but then not a lot going on at the same time.
I
If that
saw the
makes any sense.
beginning of it, like when they first started the promo, but then I just got bored and turned it off. But I haven't watched Raw like a legit full episode since probably 2018.
Raw a couple months ago was really good. Like post Mania until like, I don't know, Extreme Rules maybe. Maybe a little bit after that.
So pretty much when Heyman got booted?
Yeah. Bruce Pritchard loves to ruin WWE television. Because SmackDown hasn't been good at all since I started watching it. It's always been weird. Just like Raw is right now.
Well, okay. So I always call Raw a headache, like I've said. SmackDown's less of a headache, but it's still a pretty big, it's a headache. I definitely think SmackDown's improved since Roman's come back. Because, all right,
Yeah.
that's giving me something to, like, care about. Because the only thing I cared about on SmackDown was AJ. And even then, AJ was getting 30 minutes of TV time every week. And the whole show's been Otis and Mandy and Miz and Morrison.
I haven't even cared about what AJ's been doing because he hasn't been doing anything interesting. AJ Styles is so stale as a heel at this point.
Isn't he getting released soon?
What?
No.
AJ, he said he was signing his last contract like a year ago now.
Well, yeah.
It's a 3-year contract.
3-year deal, and he said he wants to retire after. So I know what you're thinking,
But he's still
Sam.
going to
No,
stay with the company because he says
AJ
he wants
Styles
to
is
stay
not
there
the
after
only
he's retired.
No, I'm not missing. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what AJ's gonna do after Clash of Champions, because he's definitely not winning the ladder match.
I don't even know the match card.
Oh well, we'll run it
Yep.
down for you when we get to it.
We'll get to that later.
We'll get to you when we get to you. But then
I really can't think of anything else on Raw. Drew, you.
Well, I mean, he had Keith Lee and Drew McIntyre. Keith Lee's like 17th DQ finish.
Yeah.
I'm every time I see Keith Lee wrestle now, I'm like, all right, what kind of screwy finish is he gonna have this week? And it's the same thing. Retribution, Randy Orton, count out. I don't know. But the worst part is, like, people are jumping on the ship to say Keith Lee's being ruined. He's
not.
I'm
They're
not
trying to
saying
protect
that at
him with
all.
this, but it's just like,
It's
okay,
just
I get you're
repetitive.
protecting him, but just don't book him in the match. Don't book him in a match that you need to protect him with a screwy finish. Like if it was just once, like every once in a while, yeah, sure. But it's every week.
Raw is literally the same show every week. It's legitimately the same show. And I'm not kidding.
Yeah, like
you watch
yeah,
Raw, it's
yeah,
the same stuff.
It is the same show. Retribution, Angel Garza, Andrade, Tension, Street Profits, Asuka, Mickey James,
Seth and
Lana, Natalia,
Seth and the Mysterios, sorry.
Seth and the Mysterios, Drew, Orton, and now Keith Lee, Raw Underground, Kevin Owens, Aleister Black. And then every week they just switch up the order of how they go in the show.
Well, from what I've seen, and don't believe everything you see on the internet. Shane McMahon's getting a pull on Raw Creative, which hopefully isn't just for like his stuff. Hopefully it's with the entire show, because I think I like Shane. I think he, I trust Shane. We'll go with that. I trust him more than Bruce Pritchard.
Mm-hmm.
So, oh yeah, you forgot.
And the reason SmackDown's been so good, or not so good, but the reason SmackDown's been better past like month 2 or 3, because Brian's on the creative team.
Oh, well, that too.
No, it's because I was on the Thunderdome.
But like, why is this? Why are we just now doing this? Why are we just now putting actual wrestlers with actual good wrestling minds to help on the creative team instead of Hollywood writers? People who write on sitcom shows. People who write for shows on ABC should not be writing wrestling shows. People in wrestling should be writing wrestling shows. People who know about wrestling should be writing wrestling shows.
People who care about the business should write the show.
Johnny What's-His-Fuck from Hollywood doesn't give a shit about how professional wrestling goes. He just cares about getting paid.
Well, also
He just cares about making himself laugh.
Yeah. Also, Edge is on Raw Creative. I don't know how big of a role he has, but Edge is on Raw Creative. Last time I checked, which is good because Edge is as everyone knows if you know Edge and know anything about him and his love for pro wrestling. Edge probably loves pro wrestling more than like maybe I'd say maybe like 90% of the roster, and he just came back. I think that's a good thing because Edge, remember him and Christian did a podcast, and they used to. I don't know if they don't do it anymore. I don't
They
even know
had
where
the
I'm
show
going.
too on the network.
Yeah,
Mm.
but they had a podcast where they like reviewed wrestling and they talked to guys. Like it was mostly WWE guys, of course, but
It's a great podcast.
yeah, like they're in touch. He has a pulse on what wrestling fans want.
Mm-hmm.
But he also knows what the WWE wants, and he knows it's not just wrestling. You need to be a character because like Edge said on the Cena Untold. I've showed Nick this. I put it on my story too. You can do all the wrestling moves in the world, but if your character's not over, if you don't have an established character, it doesn't matter how many wrestling moves you do.
You know, I feel like Edge probably has a big part to do with the Hurt Business.
I would believe it.
Because that's the best thing on Raw by far.
I think
Complete badasses
yeah,
who are
look
great at
good together.
wrestling.
Look good
MVP
together.
is a fantastic talker. Bobby Lashley is just a beast. You got Shelton Benjamin, the veteran there. You got Cedric Alexander there now, the cruiserweight high flyer, awesome badass wrestler. They're just amazing.
Well, they
They
also do
dress
this.
they
They do
dress
the
in
same.
suits. They look like professional wrestlers should look like.
They also do the same thing every week. They beat up Apollo and Ricochet every week.
Yeah, that gets a little old. But I'm hoping after Clash of Champions, after this match with Apollo, hopefully at least the Apollo part is over. I feel like Ricochet and Cedric is gonna go a little longer though.
Who's the U.S. champion?
Bobby Lashley.
Bobby Lashley.
Oh, he was so much better with Leo Rush. I have to be honest.
I disagree. Just
How?
because MVP. He was with MVP in TNA, and if you watch TNA around the time
MVP
Lashley
was
was
in
there,
TNA.
yeah,
He ran TNA and
Yeah.
kayfabe for a little while.
I know he was in New Japan, but I didn't know he was in TNA.
he was in TNA around the time. It was after AJ left, so like 2014.
Mm-hmm.
But him, it's pretty much what the Hurt Business is. I guess you could say is based off of. It's the same idea. It was like
Beatdown
MVP.
Clan, a shitty version of the Hurt Business.
Man, why you gotta call out King like that?
He was a jobber in the Beatdown Clan.
That is true. No, you remember Low
And then they
Key.
brought in Samoa Joe and Low Key, and they had EY kind of join.
Oh, UI in the BDC. But MV. What was I gonna say? Yeah, Lashley was over in TNA.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, I know that. I was
like-
watching then. He was
like-
champion, right?
like people
Uh-huh.
liked Lashley. I don't know a lot of people that really liked Lashley with Leo Rush. People like Lashley now because he's with
I feel like
MVP.
that was when he was like
I
the
think it was-
most
It
hated.
was more the thing people liked Leo Rush, I think, just because like he was funny and he actually knew how to talk.
Yeah. Just sounded.
Leo was a little too good at his job, like a little too annoying.
Yeah. His goofy
And
voice.
I'd rather see Leo. It's like when Sami Zayn was a manager last year. I would much rather. You're a good manager, but I would much rather see you as a wrestler right now.
Yeah.
So, speaking of Sami Zayn as a manager, One of the worst things I've ever heard Bruce Pritchard say is this was like mid 2019, and someone asked him a question on his podcast, why is Sami Zayn a heel manager? And he just goes, Sami Zayn is a great heel manager. And then Conrad Thompson starts going off on him about how Sami Zayn is a great wrestler, and why you have him as a manager when he's a great wrestler, and everyone wants to see him as a wrestler, and Bruce Pritchard just goes, he's a great heel manager. And then they move on. How can you not see the talent in Sami Zayn? How can you look at Sami Zayn and be like, man, that guy's good. But, the in-ring stuff, that's just kind of boring. Let's just get this guy in the microphone. Let's have him be the side guy.
To Shinsuke Nakamura. To Shinsuke Nakamura.
I hate Conrad Thompson.
Why?
Because he ran StarCast and StarCast 4 sucked.
I don't know if I've seen that, so I can't.
That's
agree or
the
disagree.
convention he does.
I can't comment on StarCast 4.
I was there, and I was supposed to meet the Young Bucks, but everything was mixed up, and the convention was in a bar for whatever reason.
Oh yeah, that. Yeah.
Mm.
You were there, so you have the edge. I believe you. Having a convention in a bar doesn't sound like a very good idea.
It was so bad. Like, I was supposed to meet Young Bucks, Moxley, Cody, and I think Darby. But when I got that on the website, the time said like 3, so I got there at like 2:30, and the Young Bucks, Darby, and Mox were already done signing.
Oh.
So I was like, what? I got to meet Cody though, but it was like, what? Why?
What pay-per-view was that for? 'Cause I know he always does them, like,
Full
before
Gear.
AEW pay-per-view.
Yeah,
Full Gear.
Full Gear, because
That was
Full
a
Gear was
great
in
show.
Baltimore.
I was there.
I don't remember anything from that show except the world title match and then Mox and Kenny.
I remember the Ricky Morton Canadian Destroyer.
Oh yeah, that was great.
He does that for like every indie show he goes to, also.
So he still got it, man.
Ricky
He-
Morton, man,
Yeah,
I
I
love
don't
Ricky
think
Morton so much.
I don't think he was doing Canadian Destroyers in the 70s.
I don't know any. I don't think anybody was.
Yeah, that's the point.
But
Ricky Morton, one half of the non-time NWA World Tag Team Champions.
well, Dave, we're gonna go out there. We're gonna kick some ass tonight. And, we're gonna give the fans what they want.
For anyone that's never seen a Rock and Roll Express promo, Ricky Morton talks for 2.5 minutes. Robert Gibson talks for 5 seconds.
That's the same when you meet them in person too.
I
I met them twice. Both times. The first time, Robert didn't even say a thing.
I've met Ricky Morton. He's a very talkative man.
Yeah.
Real nice guy though. He's cool. I've never met Robert Gibson. I've never met Robert Gibson.
Yeah, I met them both together twice. So the first time Robert didn't even talk. He didn't even get a chance to talk. The second time he talked for like 10 seconds at most.
How you doing, kid?
Man. So Nick, you wanna get on a at least for the wrestling for the week, you want to get on a positive note with Impact Wrestling, at least for you.
Impact Wrestling, my personal favorite wrestling show of the week, as I said last week. What happened on Impact this week?
Well,
What
first,
is the
Sam,
show?
Sam, if you don't watch Impact now, I recommend getting back in.
I mean, I do sometimes. I definitely watch the pay-per-views. I'll sometimes watch the weekly show.
Mm-hmm.
But when it used to be on like main TV, I mean, I've watched Impact since like 2015.
Yeah.
What was it on Pop?
Destination America.
I think it was Pop.
They
'Cause I'm-
2015 they were on Destination America, and then they moved to Pop after that.
I remember Brodus Clay would always hold King Maxim. I thought it was the funniest thing ever.
Well, they were on Pop
Well,
then, yeah.
They were okay.
well,
Because I remember,
go ahead.
I remember Matt Hardy was like the rich guy. That was his gimmick at the
Yeah,
time.
Big Money Matt.
Yeah. I think I don't think Moose was even with the company when I started watching. He was in Ring of Honor for a while.
He came in mid 2016.
Yeah.
Because people thought he was
Mhm.
going to go to WWE. Like, they thought him and Roddy were going to go. And then Moose went to Impact.
Yeah, because
remember-
Moose did a bad thing.
Yeah. And WWE was like, "No, we're not going to sign you, big guy. Go to
Have you guys ever played the TNA video game?
Yeah, I have it.
Oh my god.
I want it.
The X what's it called?
Ultimate X.
Yes, that's my favorite match. That's the
I really
funnest-
want that game.
That is probably one of my favorite games.
I've heard it's a better gaming experience on the 360 than the PS2, which I have it on the PS2.
I played it on
Yeah,
360.
that game was on the PS2.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I had that game for the Wii when I was a little kid, but I don't even count that as having it because Wii games shouldn't even count as video games.
Except Mario Kart 8.
Yeah, Wii wrestling games. Wii wrestling games shouldn't count as
I didn't know
games.
those existed.
Yeah. Wrestling
so
games don't count
awful.
as Wii games but like games made for the Wii, they're pretty fun. But
Wii
that's-
wrestling games. Think of every wrestling game from SmackDown vs. Raw 2008 to WWE 13. Chewed up, spit out, chewed up again, and then thrown up.
I don't think Legends of WrestleMania could have got any worse than what it was.
I've
I
never
don't know if
played
that
that
was on
game
Wii.
personally.
I mean, it was fun, but like there were only like 3 moves to do, including your finish.
All right, with Impact. Drew, what happened on Impact this week? I can't remember.
So it started with Kimberly versus Susie.
Oh, that's right.
She's on Impact?
Who?
Kimberly, yes.
Kimberly.
Yeah.
Yeah, she just signed
I think
a month or two ago.
her and Zachary Wentz are married. I don't know if that has anything to do with it, her being in the company, but
I remember
know.
seeing her on the Indies when I went in like
Yeah,
2015.
she is very good. Her and Susie put on a pretty good match this week.
yeah.
And then after the match, Kylie Ray announced that she will be challenging Deonna Purrazzo for the Knockouts Championship at
Bound for Glory. Yes, sir.
Bound for Glory. I'm so excited for that match. That has the potential to be even better than Jordan and Deonna, which is probably my favorite women's feud of the year. Well, definitely my favorite women's feud of the year. Had 2 incredible matches. And
it's definitely the right match to have on tape for your biggest show of the year.
I just think it's the right time to put the belt on Kylie, but it's too early to take the belt off of Deonna. And I feel like if Deonna loses the belt,
she's gonna leave.
Yeah, which I really hope she doesn't do that because there's no other wrestling company that I want her to be in.
Well, she's just a good fit.
Impact. Yeah, she's a great fit in Impact, and Impact uses not only their Knockouts division but their entire roster so well. Like I've said this before, Impact doesn't have the biggest or best talent roster, but they utilize their roster so well that it seems like they have an amazing roster.
Yeah,
because like
especially they only have tag division.
Yeah, they only have 5 legitimate tag teams who could even be legitimate contenders. But all 5 of those tag teams are so good that it seems like they have a giant tag division, a giant legitimate tag division, and they're the Knockouts division, the best women's division going. Like there's not a single bad talent in that entire division besides Katie Forbes, who might be gone now.
Why did
And
Kylie Ray leave AEW?
she had like
I think it was just too much for her.
And then
personal
she goes
stuff.
straight to Impact?
And
Well,
she had some personal stuff going on, so she took a
yeah,
break, and then she took like the entire summer off, and then I think she debuted at Bound for Glory last year.
yeah. So when Impact was doing, I don't know if they still do this now. I don't know if they're doing this Bound for Glory weekend now. Obviously this year, but they do a show the night before where I think Scott D'Amore is in attendance, and Scott D'Amore is usually the guy who offers. He's talent relations, pretty much. I'm pretty sure, but he goes to a show and it's an indie show. And last year, AC Romero was there, Kylie Ray was there, and he signed them both. So yeah, I think it might have just been one of those things. I don't know. She didn't go straight to Impact though. She really did take a lot of time off.
It was like beginning of summer until October.
That's like the only reason the AEW women's roster sucks.
Kylie would have been a great addition to that roster, but that show doesn't deserve a talent as good as Kylie Ray, because they would not use her as well as Impact are using her, because she's on TV every week. She's interesting. People actually care about her. She's great with Susie. She's putting on great matches with so many people. She's gonna have a big title match, big fight field title match at the biggest show of the year with possibly the best women's wrestler in the world, and they're gonna put her on a barn burner. If she was in AEW, every once in a while maybe she'd get on Dynamite. She'd probably usually be on Dark, if that. You know,
Well, what else was on Impact? They had Eric Young beat up the Deaners. That was so funny.
Do you guys like Eric Young as champion?
Oh,
I
I
okay.
love Eric Young.
I love Eric Young as champion, but I just feel like Eddie Edwards should have been champion longer. Like I didn't get enough of Eddie Edwards as champion, even though he defended it every week and obviously had a great reign because he defended it so much in such short time. But it just should have he should have had the belt longer,
I
like,
don't
at least
think
until
I
Bound for
think
Glory.
Eric Young tries to put himself over a little bit. Like, did you
And he
see the
should
interview? The interview he did post WWE release.
with Chris Van Vliet.
Yeah, he said if you can't find a spot for Eric Young on your show sucks. I was like, that's kinda.
No, I
Well,
agree.
I don't.
Eric Young is one of the
Well,
best in the
I don't
world.
think it.
He's been in the business since 1998. He's a veteran. He's great talker, great in-ring worker. He's over with fans. People know Eric Young, and you can't find anything for him. You can't find 5 minutes for Eric Young. He's
No,
right.
I'm not saying not put him on the show. I'm saying just not make him the world champion.
Well,
Like,
he wasn't even. I
No,
don't
he's
think
good
he
enough
was.
to be a world champion, though.
I don't
I know,
think
but
he
there's
was
other people
asking.
that have never had it before.
I don't think he was asking to be world champion in WWE. I think
Yeah,
he
he
was
wasn't
just
at.
asking to be used.
Yeah, they weren't using him at all, which is bullshit. Because in NXT, he was the leader of Sanity, and Sanity was one of the best acts in NXT history, which is really saying something. And then they bring him up to SmackDown, and you're just
Yeah.
generic bad guy heels. Like, oh, we're Sanity, we're evil.
No, it was worse than that. I was at SmackDown one time, and I remember it was the one before WrestleMania 35. It was.
Oh, when they got squashed by Miz.
Yep. I was front row for that too, and I just see Eric Young get thrown over the barricade.
That, like, I was so tempted to just turn the show off because I was such a huge sanity mark. Such a huge sanity mark. Killian Dane, one of my favorite wrestlers in NXT history. I loved Eric Young's crazy promos. Alexander Wolf looked so cool in Sanity with those crazy wild eyes. Nikki
Well, he's
Cross, one of my
saved.
favorite women's wrestlers ever. Like,
They-
they were so good. And then they
Alexander Wolf, though, he's saved because Imperium. Like, if
well,
it
they
weren't for Imperium, I bet he'd be gone.
everybody but the leader
Yeah.
got saved in some capacity.
Who?
Like,
No,
Yeah.
no, because remember, what was that one guy? There was another guy, but he was released like really
Fulton.
early on.
Fulton.
Fulton. He's in
Yeah.
Impact now. He's with Ace
Oh yeah,
Austin.
I knew that. Why is Tommy Dreamer still there?
He's a dad now. Let's talk about that. Let's talk.
Oh, in the
yeah.
Wrestle House.
So, all right. So, Wrestle House is over, but Wrestle House was great stuff. You need to
Oh,
go
it's
back and watch
done?
it. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's done.
and then a
I only
couple
got
weeks
to
ago.
episode 1, and then I saw the bit when someone said no way Jose, and Tommy Dreamer was like, no, we didn't sign him.
No, we didn't sign him. That was great.
But so
Wait, but before this segment, so the Deaners and who was it? Was it who are the Deaners arguing with?
they were arguing. They were in Johnny Bravo's. They were trying to come up with like a bachelor party or something, and
Yeah,
Alicia Edwards was there.
Yeah, they were arguing with Alicia Edwards and Tommy Dreamer. You just see Tommy Dreamer peek over, and he goes, "Match time," because that's what you do at Wrestle House. And Johnny Bravo goes, "Tommy, go away. This isn't Wrestle House. It doesn't work like that here."
Is KM gone?
Who?
Yeah, I think he's a producer now. In
No,
Impact.
I know he runs Wrestle Pro Alaska, if you know what that is.
He's from Alaska.
No, he runs. There's a company called Wrestle Pro, a promotion.
Yeah.
It's like usually
Heard of
in
Wrestle
New
Pro.
Jersey and New York, but he runs the Alaska shows. Like they have shows in Alaska because Alaska doesn't have wrestling at all.
That's pretty cool.
But after that segment, we go to break and we come back, and the interviewer lady, still don't know her name.
Her
The
name is
interviewer
Angie
lady,
Miller, I think.
Angie Miller, goes up to Brian Myers. Brian Myers, who lost to Willie Mack last week, and Angie Miller goes up to him. He goes, "Why are you talking to me right now? Why are you bugging me? We're not even on set." Because he's the most professional wrestler. And she asks him about losing to Willie Mack. He goes, "I beat him twice." And then she goes, "Well, you cheated." And he goes, "I cheated? Huh?" Flips the table over. And then Tommy Dreamer comes up. Whoa, what are you doing? What are you doing? I'm pissed, Tommy. And then Tommy Dreamer starts yelling at him to clean it up like he's a fucking dad yelling at his 10-year-old. Clean it up now.
No.
he goes, no. Brian, I'm not doing it. He goes, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Tommy, you're my wrestling dad. I wouldn't even let my real dad talk to me like this.
I feel bad for Tommy Dreamer because I met him in 2018, I think, and it was a 2-pack of him and Christian, but it's his only Mattel figure. So
yeah, I
when
love
I got
that
it
2-pack.
signed, he was like, "Do you mind if I send a picture to Bully Ray because he always makes fun of me since people never have my action figures."
It's an underrated ass Mattel figure.
That's awesome.
A little too skinny, but still great.
Yeah. Well, Dreamer just seems like one of the nicest people in wrestling, like, of all time.
There's so many early Mattel figures, and I'm like, man, it's so weird to think about they have a Mattel figure like Tommy Dreamer, Chris Masters, Mike Knox.
Oh yeah, Mike Knox does have a figure.
I used to have that figure. Hurricane before he got his elite.
Yeah.
ECW Hurricane.
I have that figure, as you know. But who Yoshitatsu has a couple.
He was the first ever Elite to not come with an accessory.
Didn't David Hart Smith has a
He has a
battle pack
T-shirt.
with Tyson? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you were talking about accessories. Yeah, he had 2 battle packs and an Elite. David Hart Smith.
Nice.
I also
What else happened?
why do people say Hornswoggle has basics when all of his figures are actually elites?
Yeah.
Like they can be in the basic packaging,
Uh-huh.
but they're elites. Like the battle pack of him and Torito is 2 double
Yeah, that's an
elites.
Elite 2-pack.
The first one.
I got the white El Torito. That figure's so fucking fire.
I have the brown and the red one.
The brown one sucks. It's got that crappy fucking those things on his shoulder, like the
Yeah.
fur, and I've seen it like inhibits a lot of articulation. The white one, the fur is like really like way smaller, so the articulation really isn't that inhibited.
I
have
stand
the,
here and I have no El Toritos.
I have the Hornswoggle that came with the battle pack because I got that battle pack a while ago, and I have some Hornswoggle basic, but I had that one signed.
There's so many of those battle pack Hornswoggles without hair from AJ Styles Customs, man. So many. Like you hardly ever see a Hornswoggle that's actually got the hair, just because so many people use that hair for AJ Styles Customs.
If I knew it was like this rare, like I can't in the box on eBay on the card, it's going for like 200. I'm pretty sure.
Dude, that set's so cool. It's got the little ass chair and the little ass table
Yeah,
too.
I have the whole thing because I got it at Target like a while ago.
Until we're releasing a lot of weird battle packs, like I got the Big Show and Andre the Giant battle pack. That was
Me
from
too
around
with the
that time.
table.
Yeah. And then remember that weird ass Shawn Undertaker battle pack? It was like
Him with the
Shawn.
rib tape?
Yeah, it was like Shawn from In Your House, Bad Blood from the first Hell in a Cell match, but he doesn't even have his right like wrist, hand things. It's just plain white wrist and hand tape.
Oh,
And
with
then
the
Taker is like a
waistband,
modern Taker.
with like
Doesn't make any sense.
the waist tape.
Uh huh.
Yeah, I have that one. I've never really noticed that.
And then they made that RVD Rey Mysterio battle pack that I got. Where it's like a WCW Rey, but then like a 2006 Rob Van Dam.
There's an Ultimate Warrior and Sheamus.
Oh yeah, that's the WrestleMania Fantasy battle pack. I got that.
And then I
I
know there's
have
a
the
Cena with
Brock and
someone.
Batista though.
Yeah, Cena and Warrior. I got that battle pack too. That Warrior is really underrated. It's got the dry brushing in the hair. It's really cool.
Did they make an Elite of that attire?
Yeah, they did. But the
So,
Elite didn't have the dry brushing in the hair. It was just plain brown hair. And it had the awful newer style elbows, you know. That finger's from like 2017.
I wish I could just like go back to when Toys R Us existed and just take all the figures they had there, because now I realize that all of them are like crazy rare.
Yeah, yeah.
Like if I remember, like if I went back to Target and I just got all those El Torito Hornswoggle packs.
Yeah. I remember, oh man, this is a really embarrassing story. But like, so I got like a really good report card when I was a little kid. And my mom and dad took me to Walmart. They're like, okay, you can get whatever you want. You can get whatever figure you want. And I'm going in there with the plan. I was going in there. I was like Brian Kendrick. I was a man with a plan. I'm like, man, I know exactly what I'm getting. I breeze right past the figure section. I go to the knockoff toy section. I'm like, man, I'm getting these cool ass knockoff figures. Cause I don't know why. When I was a little kid, I was obsessed with like the knockoff dollar store
Yeah.
figures. I don't know
Do you
why.
know the one with like the TNA ring?
Yes, that's exactly what it came with.
Yeah.
I don't know why I liked them so much. Like, it wasn't that I couldn't afford the regular figures. No, I could afford regular figures. I just really like the knockoffs. I don't know why.
Well,
The one figure I remember being on the shelf that day when I breezed past the figures, the WrestleMania 30 Heritage Shawn Michaels. Possibly the best Shawn Michaels elite of all time, the best Shawn head scan, one of his best attires, cool ass entrance gear. I passed up on that to buy 2 knockoff figure sets. One of my I hate thinking about that. Hate thinking about that.
Do you remember the called the fan centrals at Toys R Us?
Fan cinch.
They were like
Oh
these
yeah,
orange.
yeah, yeah.
Dude, those came out right at the end, and I remember I saw all of them, and I just got the Mark Henry because I was meeting him the next month, so I got it signed. But now I wish I got all of them because they're so rare now. But
I really wanted that Big Show so bad because that was like 2016 Big Show, and I
um,
loved Big Show at that point because he was actually putting on really good matches, like with Braun and shit.
Toys R Us
Er,
in Canada is just crazy because it's all stocked like always because they don't have
mhm,
Targets, so all the Target
mhm.
exclusives go there.
I was watching Major Wrestling Figure podcast
Yeah,
vlog.
yeah,
They got the Hall of Fame Series 3
for
elites.
a cent.
One cent. I couldn't believe that. I'm like, no, they scanned it and it says 1 cent. I'm like, no way is it actually going to be 1 cent. And it was. Like, those figures are rare. Those are rare figures.
Yeah, and they're like, all right, we'll just use these for giveaways.
Yeah. But
My my what have you got anything lately from like retail?
from what?
Like, have you got any figures from like Target or Walmart or?
Uh, I went to a couple Walmarts this week. They didn't have anything. I haven't gotten a figure in a couple of months because I've just been mainly getting adding to my car collection.
What about? Do you have any AEW?
No, that's what I've been looking for.
Oh, I have the main five because Brandy's not in stores yet. I still need the bubbly, which I should have ordered when it first came out because now it's in like December.
Mhm.
And then the chases, but those are like I don't think I'm gonna get those. But I'm trying to finish the Legend Series 7 from Target. I have Bobby the Brain and Razor.
You can't
what?
find Valentine?
I can't find neither.
Hmm. That
There's
I've
those.
seen that set. It's like shelf warming.
Oh, I need both. I need the regular and the chase.
You're gonna get both?
I mean, if I want to complete the set,
You're
I'm
gonna get 2 Valentines. That's 2 more than anyone would need.
I already have the classic also.
You mean the much better figure
The
with the
Jax
much better
Pass.
robe?
Yeah. He's a grumpy man.
Oh my god, let me tell my Greg Valentine story. So
No,
the only
I have
wrestler,
two.
the one wrestler I've met and gotten an autograph from is Paul London, who I met at this wrestling fan convention, and I went there just for Paul London. And we get in there, and I'm like looking around. I'm like, oh man, there's no Paul London. Where is he? And then I see dead center of the room, Greg the Hammer Valentine, looking as depressed and grumpy as always. Oh God! And I tried so hard not to make any eye contact with him. So I'm like, man, I don't want to meet this old man.
Dude, that's nothing compared to Virgil.
And Virgil was there. Virgil was there. The only three people were there: Paul London, Virgil, Greg the Hammer Valentine. And so I walk in. We see no Paul London. So we go to the lady. We ask where Paul London is. My aunt is asking where Paul London is. And I'm just standing there. I'm trying to look at Greg Valentine out of the corner of my eye. No one's looking at him, paying attention to him, anything. I'm trying to ignore him as much as possible, but still trying to look at him. Because I'm like, oh man, I know that's Greg Valentine. I know he had a hell of a career.
No, he didn't.
Well, former IC champion, former tag champion, former NWA, multiple champions in the NWA. He had a hell of a career. It's just that the latter end of it was pretty sad. But I'm trying to just look at him, but not make eye contact with him, and trying not to look like I'm looking at him. And so the lady says Paul London will be there in like 10 minutes. So we go looking. We look around the convention hall, and so there was this guy there with some figures. I looked through the figures, and I got Nolan Hart, Bone Cruncher, and that's it.
That's I don't have any Owen Harts. I came across a blue blazer before, but I'm like, why? Why would I get that?
And then we're like looking around, and I'm looking at I think I was still looking at figures, and my aunt, I hear my aunt talking to somebody, and she's like looking at these photos, and I look over, it's fucking Virgil. And my Virgil is trying to sell my aunt some 8x10s.
I met him before. Me and my friend were there, and since it was me and my friend in the picture, he tried to make us pay double.
Yeah, dude. And then I walk over there. I start looking at the 8x10s, and Virgil's just sitting there chowing down on some chips. Like, he's like, that right there, that's me with the Undertaker Survivor Series. I could say that for about $30. And I'm like, hell no. I barely even know who you are. I only know who you are from the WB Network. I know you were Ted DiBiase's,
Virgil.
let's just say manservant. And then he's just like, okay, you want to get a picture now? I'm like, no, thank you. No, thank you. And then I move along as quickly as possible. Thankfully, Paul London finally got there. I got my autograph. I talked with him for a bit. I did the Mega Powers handshake with him. It was so awesome.
Do you follow Virgil on Instagram?
Yes, I do.
Oh my gosh, Olive Garden. You can't get
Meat
enough.
sauce.
You can't get enough. I made the Did you see the 2K20 cover I made, or the 2K19 that was on his Instagram?
Oh, I didn't.
Oh, I made that for him.
Oh, that's sweet.
Then he said, "Pay me," and I said, "I already have."
Dude, that motherfucker. I thought that motherfucker was gonna pay me just for talking to him for a couple of seconds. And this dude being so rude. So rude. Like, you can't put down your bag of chips for 2 seconds. Jesus.
Brutus Beefcake is the weirdest guy.
Ed Leslie, man.
I met him at a convention, and I had my action figure, and he just looked at it, and then looked back at me, and he was like, I'm like, what?
This man did not go at you.
Yes, he did.
You're lying.
like, that's why it was weird. I was like, what the heck? I'm trying to think who
If I
else.
ever see him, I'm just gonna look at him right in the eyes and go,
Who else?
Mark Mero talked at my school once.
That's awesome.
I sat front row. I had my Elias shirt on, and the Elias shirt. The reason I wore my Elias shirt is because it's the 28. It was the 2018 one that says WWE
Yeah.
Walk with Elias. So I'm like, oh man, he's gonna see the WWE. He's gonna know I'm a wrestling fan. Hopefully, he'll like want to talk to me. I had a Johnny B. Bad WCW card and a Sharpie in my pocket. I'm like, oh man, I hope I get to talk to him. I'm gonna get me an autograph. And then, oh, just okay, assembly over. Okay, everyone go back to class now. I'm like, I don't even get a chance to talk to the man. We can't have a little impromptu meet and greet. And then I go on the school's Instagram and I see everyone else got a damn picture with him. Oh, the principal, you can get a picture with him, but I can't.
But no one even knows who he is.
You've never seen him get power bombed by Sable. I have. You don't know. You can't list off all of his championship accomplishments. I can.
Oh, I just realized that I remember I met Rikishi. The
Oh,
dude
man.
Facebook lives everything.
That's awesome.
Like he does not take a break. Oh, I just came across my picture with Brutus Beefcake.
Did you feel uncomfortable?
I didn't know what to think of it.
How how do I take him ing at me? Does he think I'm delicious? Does he think the figure is delicious? Does he want a piece of me? Does he want me to go back to his hotel room?
Who else? Oh, Orange Cassidy. I met Orange Cassidy back in November, and I was heartbroken because he actually spoke.
Oh man.
Um,
I would just go, kayfabe, man, kayfabe.
that's what I was. Oh, when did you watch the SmackDown before WrestleMania 35? That was when
Yeah.
Sanity got jobbed.
Yeah.
Did you watch the 205 Live for that show?
No. I
You
stopped
can
watching
see
Show
me
5
if you
Live by that.
rewatch it. You can see me getting a selfie with Tozawa in the front row.
Oh man, Big Tozawa. This is before he liked ninjas.
Oh yeah, way before. Um, I've met so many. I'm trying to
Alright,
think who
well,
else.
wait, Drew, you
Bray
back?
Wyatt, he was cool.
Yeah.
Oh, you met Bray Wyatt?
Last year.
Oh, that's cool.
He was really cool. That's when like the Fiend just started to take off. That was like right before his SummerSlam match.
Hmm.
Cody was really cool.
Cody seems like such a down to earth guy.
He is. Kane is kind of weird. Like the face he makes in the picture, it's just like it's like here. Do you know the neutral face on Discord? Here, I'm gonna put it in the chat. This is the face Kane makes in pictures.
Yeah, I love when Kane makes that face.
Rey Mysterio. The dude was wearing a Gucci hoodie.
Oh, that's fire.
Mm-hmm.
That look clean. That look clean.
Um,
Alright, well, now that Drew's back, let's get back to some wrestling this week. Drew, did we not talk about anything from Impact that's worth talking about?
Oh, you know, we didn't talk about the ending of Impact Wrestling.
Oh no. Oh no.
Eddie Edwards got attacked by a mystery man,
Oh no.
and it sounded like Mr. Michael Elgin.
Oh no.
And everyone,
Sam, you know about the
Big
Michael
Mike.
Elgin allegations, right?
I remember seeing him on Ring of Honor in like 2015. And that's all I know about him. And I know he came with the action figure ring. That's all I know about Michael Elgin.
Well, first of all, he's a great wrestler. which is why
Yeah.
which makes this all even more sad. But Drew, I'll let you explain.
He got like I don't even know like the details to Elgin's thing.
Velveteen Dream.
Well, no. But first, his first allegations from a couple
Pedophile.
years ago was so some dude at his wrestling school was sexually harassing this chick at his wrestling school, and when the
Oh
chick
my God,
told
don't
Michael
show
Elgin about it,
Alright, you need to
Michael
cut
Elgin
that
just
out.
told her to suck his dick. So that's nice. And then when the speaking out movement started this year, Michael Elgin got some rape allegations on him. So Impact quickly took him off TV.
Well, then he cut a promo inside of his car with dip in his mouth,
He
telling
did.
his
He
side of the
fucking
story.
did. Yeah.
And I mean, like, you know, I mean, I guess he seemed genuine, but I didn't really believe him.
Yeah. But when Michael Elgin came to Impact, it was. Drew,
It
you
was a
might
big
remember.
deal.
Was it late 2018 or was it early 2019?
Early 2019.
Early
I
2019.
remember being very shocked. I was like, man, I don't.
Yeah, everyone was shocked because his first allegations had already been out at this point. Everyone was already calling him a piece of shit. No one liked him. New Japan had fired him at this point because everyone hated him. But Don Callis still liked him, so Don Callis brought him in. Oh, Jackal. Who's the Jackal? Who's the Jackal? There we go. Finally, someone knows the reference to that joke. But
I had to look in the comments to understand it. I didn't know it at first.
So everyone was hating on Michael Elgin coming to Impact because his allegations had already been out. But then everyone just kind of like got over it. But then, all these new allegations came out, and then they fired him. Or did they fire him? Or did they just take him off TV? They fired him. But then Eddie Edwards gets attacked, and the attacker,
and it's not
to me,
Eric Young.
It's definitely not Eric Young because you would have heard, my world.
And it wasn't Ken Shamrock.
But the grunts.
Heard,
Man, shut up, man. Just shut up. But the guy didn't talk or anything. He just heard grunts. But the grunts sounded exactly like Michael Elgin's voice. After they already brought him to the company, after he already had allegations against him, and already everyone hated him, it wouldn't be surprising that he would be brought back again after more allegations, since he's Don Callis' boy.
Same thing with I guess you can say the same thing with Dream, because I bet you if Triple H didn't give a shit about him, he'd be gone.
Have you seen the Thunderdome stuff with him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm happy with how Thunderdome is going. He does not deserve to be there. That's all I'm saying.
Well, here's what I'm gonna say. Well, at this point, I'm at the point. It's the same thing. Like, if Elgin comes back, everyone's gonna be upset. Me, I'm just gonna be like, well, sucks that he's here, but I'm not gonna bitch about it. I guess I don't even want to say bitch. That's the wrong thing to say, but I'm not gonna, scream about it. There we go.
Yeah.
Oh, I did see one thing with Impact this week. Ken Shamrock is going in the Hall of Fame, and The Rock is going to induct him.
Yes, that's very cool.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Ken Shamrock's face.
He also sounds like.
Look at that.
He can absolutely.
Man, shut up, man. Just shut up.
He can kick my
His
ass,
face
but he
on the
does
roster
not
page.
sound like does not have a deep voice.
But getting back to Michael Elgin, I do not know how I would feel about Michael Elgin come back, because I am a Michael Elgin fan. I really like Michael Elgin. I think he's a great big man wrestler. He looks so damn cool, and he's just got a great big muscle body, and he'd be great in the world title picture. But
no, Fallah Bob would.
But but it's better to just keep him off TV if he's a piece of shit human being. Like, it doesn't matter how good
No,
of a wrestler you are.
and
If
then
no one wants to see you because you're a legitimate piece of shit, keep the guy off TV.
and didn't the locker room not like him, or at least like a majority of the locker room? I bet you Eddie Edwards didn't care.
Well, I know Ethan Page likes him because he's been on Ethan Page's vlogs, I think.
Well, I mean, the Ohio boys didn't like Elgin. I don't think that's what I don't remember the exact thing that you sent. That I don't know who sent it to me, but you were there and you told him to not rub it in because he sounded like an asshole. But it's the same thing
Oh,
with Theory because I didn't think Theory was gonna come back.
Oh, send Kushida back there.
Kushida,
they brought Austin Theory back just to be a jobber.
well, yeah,
A jobber who has competitive matches.
Wasn't
it's
he with
whatever.
Rollins?
Yeah, but they took him off TV. Rollins
He was
doesn't
with-
hate Austin
Buddy
Theory.
First-
Murphy should be like Intercontinental Champion or US
Seth,
Champion.
Seth Rollins said like a week before Austin Theory came back that he wanted Austin Theory to come back. And I don't even think it was like a company thing to say. I think he was actually being serious.
Yeah.
So that shows you. So I've heard Dream has heat. I don't think Theory does. That's a weird thing to think about.
Well, who cares about Austin Theory?
That's
Right.
true.
Like barely anyone knows who he is. I know who he is because I saw him at an Evolve show, but that's about it.
He's good, right?
I didn't like Austin Theory before his allegations came out. I immediately when I started seeing him on Raw. Like, before he went to Raw, the only reason I knew about Austin Theory is because he was like Evolve champion, and Drew was a massive mark for him, and I think that's the only reason I knew about him. I had never seen anything from him. Then I see him get to Raw, and I'm like, man, this dude is blender than a bucket of wet fucking toast.
I saw him. I was live at Evolve 112. Velveteen Dream was there because they could have NXT guys at the time. And
Was
he had a
that Dream and Darby?
No, it was Dream in Theory. But Darby was
Hmm.
there, and that's the first time I ever saw Darby, and I was like, this guy's gonna end up somewhere.
Because I know Dream and Darby had a match in Evolve.
And like, I met Velveteen Dream there, and he was cool, but
Was
what
he like
happened?
Was he giving you the Brutus eyes? Did he do what Brutus did to you? Because Dream did that to you, that's a completely different story.
Greg the Hammer Valentine. He didn't even say something to me. He didn't even look
But
at me.
he looks like he would just grunt at you.
I've heard Greg Valentine is not a polite man, but
Well, he just
people are smart asses to him,
Sting.
so they were asking for it.
Sting doesn't even acknowledge that you're a human being. He just signs the thing. Next.
He
Well,
thinks
Sting
you're a
is beast.
scorpion.
Sting is Sting. He can do whatever.
Yeah, like break his neck to a curb stomp.
You think that's
Ooh.
funny?
No, but I think it should have happened because. Well, can we talk about Edge for a second? Because Edge is another.
Are you gonna make fun of
question.
Edge's broken neck?
No, I'm no.
That stack
you
of knives he calls it.
As I'm saying Sting shouldn't have come back, like when he did. Well, maybe just for that one match, just for the WrestleMania 31 match. But Edge shouldn't have came back for the Backlash match. That match sucked.
Excuse me?
I was falling asleep. I was about to turn
Who is
on
this guy?
I was about to turn on the Double or Nothing football field match.
Excuse me?
The WrestleMania match was good.
Excuse me?
I'm gonna let you Sam, you're entitled to your own opinion. I personally like the Backlash match. I
Ugh.
didn't even watch half of Backlash because my internet was messing up. But
Well, that might just be because I don't like the WWE product right now. Like
man, what a
a lot of
mark!
a lot of the matches they're hyping up suck. Like the swamp match, what was that?
Well, that's fair. The swamp. Okay, I'll give you the swamp match.
The Money in the Bank match, really, I thought it was gonna be the dumbest thing ever.
That
But
was
it
shit
was
was
actually
funny.
And
it
it
was
was.
good.
It was.
I
It
enjoyed
was. No, AJ having freaking butterfingers broke my heart.
The only thing I didn't like about that is Doink, quote unquote, was in it. But it just looked weird to me because Doink had a round head and the guy in it like did not. That's the only thing I didn't like about that match.
It was goofy.
I
You know,
thought
it's
that match
whatever.
was just. I don't
Bruce
know. I'm
Pritchard
a
came
huge.
out of the bathroom too.
Yeah.
Nick, we literally we did a watch along. You popped for like half the freaking stuff.
Yeah, but it's like what I said about Raw this week. It's like an acid trip. When you're watching it, yeah, you're like, oh man, yeah, this is fun entertainment. But then when you're done, you really think about and like it sinks in what just happened. You're like, man, that was so dumb. That
That was
shouldn't
not
have
me.
been on a wrestling pay-per-view.
I see it once it happens. Like once the Retribution promo start, like I was probably like 5 minutes into the show at most. And I was like, why is everyone dressed up like Bane? It was stupid.
Well,
You know that's just the type of wrestling fan I am. Like I don't like stupid, silly shit like the Money in the Bank match from this year, or like if you're gonna do it, at least do it right. Like I'll give it credit. The Stadium Stampede match, it was good. It was good, fun entertainment done right in
Well,
wrestling.
really, a lot of people hated it, but it was like they did the best they could for what they had. Like if they had a
I
It
stadium
was
match, that's the
fun.
best they could do.
It was just it was fun. But like when you do silly shit like like I don't even know which
Okay.
example to use. I'll just use my main example of the Nick Jackson helps Luchasaurus and Marco Stunted Growth hit a Canadian Destroyer on Nick Jackson's own brother, you know, just because we want to get a really big reaction on the internet and have a bunch of gifs made about us because we're a bunch of marks who are not good bookers.
Moxley shouldn't be
Like,
champion.
Moxley shouldn't be champion. I
He shouldn't.
understand why he's
He
champion, but he
shouldn't.
shouldn't be.
He shouldn't. I like how Jericho was because he finally got to where he should be. I like how Brody Lee is the TNT champion, even though I thought he should have won it against Moxley. But TNT
no,
champion, I guess, is
I
decent.
disagree with that.
As Chuck Taylor would say, no.
I disagree with it because that was way too early for Brody Lee.
Yeah, like he just gotten there.
Yeah, but
Yeah, he just
it's
got
what
there.
he deserved. He didn't just get into the wrestling business. He's been there for so long. And what has he done? Intercontinental champion.
Why? Because he left WWE?
Just in wrestling in general, he's been there for so long. Do you think
He didn't even he in kayfabe he didn't even deserve that shot. Who did he beat? Nobody. He
just
beat
beat up Mox.
nobodies.
Oh,
The
well,
only
he did
reason he
beat
even got
Christopher
that shot in the
Daniels. That's
first
the
place
only
is
thing.
because they didn't have anybody else because they were saving MJF for All Out.
I think Lance Archer should have been TNT champion though.
No, that belt's too small for him.
It's true, but it's Lance Archer. But can we agree that MJF should have beat Mox?
Yes.
Yeah, he
I
should
thought
have.
that was gonna
But
be
I
it.
understand. I understand why Mox is still
understand why
champion.
he's still a champion. Yeah.
It's
yeah.
because the fan ran at him.
And
What?
because he's like the most popular and well-known guy on that show besides Jericho.
And Matt Hardy.
We don't talk about. I don't want to talk about Matt Hardy in AEW. That's okay. Stupid. That's stupid shit that I don't like too. Matt Hardy and everything he's done in AEW. Teleportation. That's all I'll say. You can say it's not teleportation, Matt, but it is. That was teleportation.
I think he should just stay broke.
JR,
Be
JR and Tony Schiavone had to sell teleportation on a wrestling show. That's
the
disgraceful.
debut.
That was disrespectful.
JR doesn't even defend AEW half the time, I swear.
He
He's
just
just
gets
there
his
for
barbecue
money.
sauce
He's just
sold,
there.
and then it's a done deal.
He's there to make money.
He's just there to make money and get out of the house.
Yeah. And Shivani, it's like maybe like a 6-hour drive. I don't know, from Georgia. He's like
Shivani's just there to have fun.
Yeah,
It's only
Shivani.
like- It's not that long, is it?
Atlanta to actually no, Jacksonville's like probably like the first major city in
Because pretty
Florida
much
that you hit.
everyone on Dark is from Cody Rhodes' school, and Cody Rhodes' school is in Georgia, so it's got to be close.
Yeah, I was thinking of Orlando. That's my
Dark. Every week, AEW are like, oh man, there's this. Oh man, another stacked episode of AEW Dark, and it's just jobber match, jobber match, jobber match, jobber match, jobber match, jobber match, jobber match.
Except Lee Johnson versus Benjamin Carter.
I watched Ben Carter versus Scorpio Sky from Late Night Dynamite this week, and I thought that match was great. I really like Ben Carter. But then I started watching Ben Carter versus Lee Johnson. I'm like, this is way worse than Scorpio Sky. Like Ben Carter, it's just because it was two young guys. Like Ben Carter with a veteran, well-established guy like Sky, yes, absolutely put on a barn burner match.
Lee Johnson is my man, though. That's Lee Johnson. I've stayed on liking Lee Johnson since he came around.
But like that match was Ben Carter versus Lee Johnson was the prime example of what to me is a bad modern wrestling match. Just two young guys, flippy shit, flippy shit, flippy shit, flippy shit, dive, dive. You know, all that stupid stuff. Oh, big move, no sell, no sell, no sell. You know, and then finally big move. Oh, we both go down. Oh my God, the crowd is reacting so much.
Sorry, it's not your product, Cornette.
I like Jim Cornette. I agree with Jim Cornette on a lot of opinions.
The one thing I agree with him is that championship belts represent you're the champion, not the belt is the championship.
Yeah.
Like he says, which I agree with. Vince thinks that the belt is the actual championship. Like if you have the belt, you're the champion. Not you actually have to have the match for it. Like the ladder match, you can just pull it down. Oh, you're the champion. Not you actually have to prove that you're the best. That's what I agree with Cornette. That's it.
Yeah. Like the belt doesn't make the champion. The champion makes the belt. You can't just because you're the champion doesn't mean, you know, you're just because you're the champion doesn't mean you're the shit. You know, you have to actually have the title and then go and do stuff with it. Like Jack Swagger as world heavyweight champion. Like,
oh, I forgot about that. That was horrible.
He was like, he didn't do shit with it. They just put the belt on to try and establish him. Like, you shouldn't use your world title to establish someone as a main eventer.
All he needed to establish himself was Uncle Zeb Coulter.
Yeah.
And dude, he's in such poor shape now. The dude's in a wheelchair now. I feel so bad for him.
Who, Dutch?
Yeah.
Oh, that's sad.
He was in the dark side.
He's been in a wheelchair since like 2016 though, right?
Yeah, but he was able to walk. Now he can't walk at all. Like he was in the dark side.
Oh, I thought,
the dark side of the ring.
I thought that was a gimmick. Like when he came back in like 2015 with it, I thought that was a gimmick.
I mean, he would use it. But he could walk a little bit. But did you guys watch the Dark Side of the Ring?
Which one?
All of them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he was in one of them.
Bruiser Brody.
Was that it?
Yeah, he was in Bruiser Brody.
I thought he was in the UWF one too.
He might have been.
Cause he said he wrestled a bear.
Holy shit.
What? And then
That's
before the
nice,
match,
I
he
love
gave
it
the
there.
bear like applesauce or something to make it happy. I'm not lying. That's what happened. He gave something to the bear, and the bear like loved him. So then in the match, the bear was like, "Oh yeah, this guy's cool."
Yeah, that's a working bear. You get them, the bears are us. But
So we're done with Impact. You want to do NXT or AEW first?
let's go to the real A show of Wednesday nights, NXT, where we opened up.
I can't.
Where we
What are you gonna call
where
it?
we
Dunce XT, you American?
I can't watch
where we
NXT.
opened up with a great battle royal. I don't care what Brian Alvarez says. That was a great battle royal.
No. This is what happened. So Brian Alvarez goes, "All right, so we opened up with a battle royal," and Dave Meltzer goes, "Oh man, this match sucked." Like, man,
Oh yeah, Dave Meltzer.
What did
Dave
Alvarez
Meltzer,
say
one of
though?
my least favorite people in the wrestling business. The
What
man
did
who hasn't gotten a single story right this entire year because people feed him bad information just to make him look like a jackass. And it works. Because he
Meltzer said
does look like a
something?
jackass.
Oh, Meltzer said that this was really stupid that the parking lot brawl in AEW with Proud
Oh
and
yeah, 5
Powerful and
stars.
Best Friends. He said
Yeah,
that was
what?
better than Owen Hart versus Bret Hart at WrestleMania 10.
Oh my god, I'm gonna punch this man. What? Are you joking right
He made
now?
a full list. He made a full list of all the matches. One of them was HBK and Undertaker. Both.
Brett and Owen, one of the best WrestleMania matches of all time, one of the best technical wrestling matches of all time.
Let's see.
Like, are you
Dave
joking
Meltzer.
right now?
Are you serious?
I cannot handle this man. I cannot handle Dave Meltzer at times, man.
He tweets like every 30 minutes.
Like, you are completely entitled to your opinion. But dude, like, I don't even know how you could have that opinion.
Well, so for those who hadn't watched this, Candice LeRae won the battle royal. Very unexpected finish.
Casey Catanzaro had a bunch of great moments in the match. Like I've said before, Casey Catanzaro deserves a push. She's been there 2 years now.
What's her new tag team with who's she
Kane
with now?
Carter.
Sure. I don't was she on the indies as Lacey Lane?
Yeah, I
I
think
think
that's what her
so.
name was.
I think that was her name. Yeah.
I just put my favorite GIF in the Discord, by the way.
Oh Jesus!
That's what I do to women. Cut that out, please. But
Everyone, this
so
is a. So Sam just sent us a GIF of Roderick Strong hitting what do you call that? An inverted suplex?
isn't that what Pete Dunne called the X-plex?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Xplex.
Pete Dunne.
Roderick Strong hitting an Xplex on Candice LeRae through a bed of chairs. That is a nasty bump by
Where's
Candice
the
LeRae.
Vince? Oh, here it is. Here it is.
But yeah, and then Candice LeRae and was it Shotzi?
Shots the final two, yeah.
They had a great final moments. Like when they were on the stairs and shit, I was like, oh my god, who's gonna win? Who's gonna win? It was like really, really cool. And then Candice won. Johnny came out and celebrated with Candice. I loved that, obviously.
Why are there two cruiserweight champions?
Because Jordan Devlin
Jordan
stuck
Devlin.
in the UK.
Jordan Devlin is the real
Oh,
cruiserweight
I
champion.
thought he was released.
Oh, they released
No.
him. Oh,
He has
shit.
allegations against him, but he did not get released just because he's cruiserweight champion. Just like how Wolfgang did not get released because he's one half of the NXT UK
Oh,
Tag Team Champion.
when you told me what Wolfgang did, I was like, how's this man still in full? Like,
I'm not going to talk about Wolfgang here.
no, we're not even gonna bring him up. No.
Anyone that wants to find out what he did, who doesn't know, just look it up.
Look it up.
He's a disgusting man.
Kushida, though. Thank God
Yeah.
Kushida is backstage.
Yeah, dude.
Kushida,
I said it
pedal
on the
slayer.
podcast yesterday. Kushida, it would look like a tornado hit NXT UK if Kushida showed up. It's not a figure of speech. It's a literal statement.
Oh yeah, Bad News Barrett's on commentary now, right? He's officially signed like a
Yeah.
deal.
Yeah, I'm cool with that. I mean, I
I'm
miss
Wade's
Nigel,
cool.
but he's on NXT UK, and he's on 205 Live now.
He's
so-
on UK.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is he traveling for that?
No.
I was about
They
to say
didn't
how.
even travel. The commentators never have traveled for NXT.
The only
UK.
commentators that
They-
travel for like NXT and NXT UK, well, specifically for NXT, are the ones that live in Florida.
AKA everyone in NXT.
NXT UK, they just film that. They just do the commentary for like the studio.
Yeah.
Am I the
Like
only
in
one here that
America.
likes Kuna Reeves?
Conor Reeves. Yes. I like him ironically.
Okay, because like when I saw
How
him,
is
I
that
think it
guy
was-
not in Retribution?
I think he's injured.
He's in the crowd every week, looking
He
bored as
is?
shit.
Yeah. He
I
got
think it was
thrown
in
into a
Hawaii. I don't
box
know if
on
there's
Raw
a-
Underground.
Nah, it wouldn't make sense if there's a ban, right? Because it's United States.
What else was there? So after this, was the Dango thing after this?
Fandango made a match because
Why are
I
they
guess
tag
that
team champions?
Why
yeah,
not?
Breezango or tag champion.
Because they have better tag teams than Breezango.
Hey, who knows?
But you know what? It's whatever. To let them do what they want to do, I guess.
The NXT
But,
tag division is just a wreck.
Yeah, it's
They
okay.
have like 5 tag teams, but none of them feel like none of them feel even worthy of getting a tag title match. That's the way they use their tag division. The
They don't-
AEW tag division has more depth, obviously, but
I think Private Party should be tag team champions in AEW.
yeah, they're no,
No,
there's-
because FTR's on the
Er,
roster.
yeah,
Oh, that's right.
FTR.
Well, before FTR, because the Private Party had a match with
No.
Hangman. Well, can
F-
we agree on Hangman? and
FTR
Kenny had their run was too long,
Yeah, but
and it wasn't
FTR have been exposing everyone for their greenness. Like they exposed the Lucha Bros for not being able to work in the American style that well. Exposed Private Party for being too green. They got him through a good match, but they sure as hell exposed him for being green. Like FTR just be exposing people, and it's funny.
That's kayfabe though, right?
No, exposing them and shoot.
No.
Like expose them like, oh, you guys legitimately are green and can't get on our level.
Let's save FTR for the Dynamite review. But after this, Fandango makes a match. So the
Detective
match
Dango she's dressed as Sherlock Holmes.
is-
We
Yes.
see Danny Burch, Big Job Rod.
Oh,
Roddy was just standing. I find Roddy so funny now. I don't know why, Drew. I think it's because you sent me so many funny pictures of him.
Is it the profile picture?
No, Drew, send him that picture you sent me where he's got like the headband on.
of the
I
duck.
feel like I've seen it.
Do I feel like Roddy cares anymore? I mean, he's still good.
But
He was
also,
better in Ring of Honor.
That.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes, Ring of
well,
Honor PWG is better than NXT.
I don't even care. UE's just a blessing.
I just don't like
But-
how no one appreciates Ring of Honor.
I've been watching a little bit. I've finally started getting into Ring of Honor.
Thank you.
This year.
The Pure tournament is like the best creation of all time.
Well, not modern Ring of Honor. I've been going back and watching some old Ring of Honor.
Oh, you gotta watch.
Like I watched
I've
a
already
bunch of
finished all
matches. Like
that
I
episode.
watched every Steen Generico match that's on YouTube.
Yeah.
And they're just
Yeah.
incredible.
CM Punk.
Like I thought Sami Zayn was good.
I have not seen this one.
For everyone who's not seen this picture, it's Roderick Strong, and he's got a
That's
ducky.
gonna be the cover for this episode.
He's got a ducky bandana on.
That's gonna be the
I'm fine
cover.
with it.
Okay,
I'm
okay,
fine with
cool.
it.
Now
Yeah,
you
yeah.
better let me post it on Instagram this time because I was trying to
All
post
right.
the
Yeah,
Damian Priest picture.
I just wanted to post that Damian Priest picture because that
But I wanted to
motherfucker
post the
in
good
Damian
one.
in the hot tub with two
With
women
with
with Triple
One
H.
of
Brandy
them is
Lauren.
Janela's girlfriend.
Hey,
Oh, true. Let's talk about Brandy Lauren was in the NXT Women's Battle Royal, by the way. I
a
popped
W
hard.
for the women's division, but Meltzer I have another problem with Meltzer.
But
I don't know why I
Meltzer.
always
Brandy
Meltzer.
Lauren and Jelly Nutella going head to head on
Yes,
Wednesday
sir.
night, segment versus segment.
Yes, sir.
Brandy Lauren was on TV though. What a win for the good Christian boys out there.
Self high five.
But also at this Fandango segment, Danny Burch, Rug Strong, Raul Mendoza, and Fabian Eichner. And Danny Burch and Roderick Strong would team up to face Raul Mendoza and Fabian Eichner, with the winner of that tag match will face each other next week, and the winner of that match will be number one contenders for the tag titles. And Danny Burch and Roderick Strong would win that match.
So my guess is at Takeover if Big Fish is cleared, of course, because he got hurt again.
Kyle O'Reilly for champion.
I don't know.
What
if
if
that's
what if
I can't be the
what
only
if
one.
it's
what if
what if it's Strong
they
and Cole?
yeah they could just have Cole. That'd be cool.
I'd be
Cause
cool with it, but then I'd want them to win the belts. That's the thing.
you guys know he was Ring of Honor champion.
Yeah,
Who?
and then his Kyle O'Reilly.
That run was actually good, and it was well deserved.
His contract
Wait,
expired
Kyle
like the day after he won the belt.
Dink
Wait,
and
what? Am I thinking of the wrong person right now? Hang on. List of Ring of Honor.
He won the Ring
I
of
know
Honor World
Kyle.
title
I know
from
Kyle
Adam
beat
Cole.
Cole for it, and then
I'm thinking of the wrong one. Oh,
and
no.
Cole beat Kyle to get the belt back at Wrestle Kingdom.
because O'Reilly wasn't contracted with the Ring of Honor.
Yeah, but then Drew, what else happened on NXT?
I think I am thinking of Kyle O'Reilly.
A good moment, but just you know,
Yes, it
he
was. He was champion
he
for 33
didn't.
days. I'm saying it was deserved. Like it.
Yeah. But what else happened after this?
We don't have to
Oh
go through the
yeah,
whole show.
Austin Theory versus Damian Priest. Damian
Dude,
Priest won,
Priest.
obviously.
Yeah. I'm shouting out Dar on this one. Damian Priest in the white. Gotta love it.
Yep. And announced earlier in the day on Wednesday, Johnny Gargano will face Damian Priest for the North American Championship at Takeover. Why is it happening? Nobody knows.
Do you like
It's literally so they can do a mixed tag match this Wednesday. That's the only reason.
And look, if I wasn't so biased towards Johnny Gargano and he wasn't my favorite wrestler of all time, I would have an issue with this match. But since it's Johnny, and since I love Johnny so much, I'm completely fine with this match, and I am very excited for it. And it's going to be a fantastic match.
Then it was the Gauntlet Eliminator after this, right? Yeah. There wasn't a lot on this NXT that I can think of.
Well, the Gauntlet Eliminator was like the rest, like that was like half an hour.
Yeah. Kyle O'Reilly, Kushida start. They do some jujitsu. That was pretty cool. I'm cool with that. So then Bronson Reed's third entrant, and that's when the Velveteen Dream hit the Dream Valley Driver on
I'm
Kushida.
gonna leave at this part because I can't listen to this.
What a child.
No, I can't. Why is he still there?
He was on TV for 5 seconds.
But he's on TV. He's with the company. Just
let me finish.
The company makes people.
Dream Valley Driver. He crawls away. Bronson Reed hits the tsunami. Kushida got eliminated. Thatcher comes out.
Hey, wait. By the way, they're really trying to get Colossal over for Bronson Reed, huh? Pretty sure I heard them say it about 5 billion times.
He also put Kushida and Kyle O'Reilly at the same term in the same corner. Did his little thing and said colossal.
He go colossal. I can't do a Australian accent.
Right. Cameron Grimes and Kyle O'Reilly they were the final two. That was some good stuff. Cameron Grimes will be NXT champion.
He better
In
be
the next year or two.
the best independent theme song.
Look,
And then
I love Big Kyle, but man, I'm biased towards Cameron Grimes. I wish Cameron Grimes could have won this match, but I love Kyle, and Kyle deserves it.
So now we're getting Kyle O'Reilly versus Finn Balor at TakeOver 31.
Or
I'm
they
very
just
excited for
change
that
the
match.
numbers now so that they don't have to say Takeover Florida number 500.
They're just done
Yeah,
TakeOver Halloween Havoc.
or just take over anything.
In Your House
Take
was
over.
decent.
In Your House wasn't. It was fine. It was an okay show.
It was a very weak takeover. Like
The women's match was good. That's the only thing I appreciated about that.
the women's triple threat was good. The women's
That's what I'm talking about.
6-woman tag that started the show wasn't very good. And
Six tags aren't supposed to be good. They're just fillers for the card.
I've seen plenty of good 6-person tags, like the Shield versus Drew McIntyre, Dolph Ziggler, and Braun Strowman at Super Showdown 2018.
Oh, Saudi show. Wait, no.
That was the Australian one.
Oh, Buddy Murphy winning the belt.
We're
that was
forgetting
the best
about
moment
something.
ever.
Massive reaction.
That was, dude. I didn't even know he was 31. No, I didn't know Finn Balor was almost 40.
Dolph Ziggler is 40. That blew my mind.
I'm not surprised by Dolph. He was Spirit Squad. I'm not surprised by Dolph Ziggler, but
He
Finn
was
Balor's 39.
he was Chavo Guerrero's caddy.
And Kerwin
White's caddy.
Wake up every morning. Can't wait to embrace the day.
I drink my coffee by the pool. All right, now. So that's it for NXT. I only watched the main event of Dynamite. So
There were 2 this week.
I only watched the opener for Late Night Dynamite and the main event for actual Dynamite.
All right, well then I'll talk.
I heard that. Yeah, I'll hand it over to you, Sam. AEW Mark.
Okay. Matt Sydal versus Shawn Spears, which is the main event of Late Night Dynamite, sucked because everyone is burying Matt Sydal now since he messed up the flip, which I think it's because the AEW ropes aren't tight enough.
Hey.
Well, it's because it was so damn hot in the fucking humidity.
No, it was not.
Yes, it was.
That ring did not look well made, I have to be honest.
Do you know? Have you been to Florida?
I have not, but I have been to many indie shows.
Well, that company is just a giant indie promotion, so.
True, but
no, if it's on TV, it's not. It's campy. If it's on TV, it doesn't.
Well,
work.
Nick, we're forgetting about something.
That show is that company is just an indie company on TV.
No.
We
It's
forgot
indie
about
Stars, but it's not an indie company.
Indie company on TV.
But all right. So there was that vignette, former NXT champion coming back down. You and I have guessed.
Oh, that's
Bo
right, from
Dallas.
NXT. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Big E.
I think it could be Bobby Roode because of the Takeover Orlando poster. But my pick is Bo Dallas.
It's either. You see, you laugh at that, but the only options are Bobby Roode or Bo Dallas, and Bo Dallas would make complete sense.
Well,
Bo Dallas had a pretty good reign.
I mean,
I'd rather
Samoa
see Bo
Joe is
Dallas and
possible
Marco
because he's
Stunt,
been on
bro.
commentary for so long. Everyone knows it. It's not. It does not belong. He does not belong there.
Wait, who does not belong?
Samoa Joe does not belong on commentary.
Oh, yes, he does. He's a great commentator.
Did
He's
you
a
see
great
the
comment,
video? I'm not saying this means he's bad at commentary, but did you see the video? I think it was WrestleMania. You could hear him talking, but on the actual pay-per-view, he was just sitting there. That's because they edit in commentary after now. They just do it after, but they just sit there. You just see that one Samoa Joe face.
I love Samoa Joe commentary face. It's my favorite thing ever. Oh my. I love Samoa Joe commentary face.
Well,
He
now
looks
you
like he
sound-
wants to
Roger Strong
die.
ducky bandana.
No, he looks more pissed off. Roddy just looks like he hasn't slept in 4 days.
Which is probably true.
I mean,
This
his home
face right
life.
here.
Yes, that's the one. That I think I'm the one that sent that. To be honest, I think I sent that.
Nah, Nick made that.
Yeah,
Come
I
on.
screenshotted
Come on.
that. That's my
Nick-
photo.
Nick-
That's
Nick
my
made
photo.
that.
Or I put it in the figure Discord.
That's my photo.
No, it's
You
not.
might have gotten it from me.
That's impossible. No, it's not. Yeah, I didn't know.
Cause I have a photo of him smiling too.
I don't have that one.
Right, so Dynamite this week. Being honest with you, I didn't watch a lot of it.
2 episodes.
Yeah, I didn't watch Late Night Dynamite at all.
All right. Sean Spears. He's basically a jobber now.
The
To be honest.
biggest dark guy, Sean Spears.
And he defeated Matt Sydal, which made me sad because Sydal's actually getting a push on the Pure tournament.
That's why he didn't beat Sean Spears. He's in Ring of Honor.
Which yeah, that's fair.
But no,
There's no reason to put your.
if
There's
they
no reason
didn't
to
if
put
they
someone
didn't like he
else's
was in Ring
talent
of,
over.
if they didn't like that he was in Ring of Honor, then they wouldn't have signed him in the first place. Because Jeff Cobb was in Ring of Honor and they gave him that huge push for that 1 week.
No, they just brought him in to put Spears over.
Yeah, but he's not getting jobbed like Sydal, pretty much just getting buried.
He had one match, man.
No, they
2.
brought Sydal in for that match just for him to job to Spears to get Spears over.
It's the big favorite.
Who cares? That's the thing. Who cares about Sean Spears anymore? We've
It's
seen
Because
how
they're
him.
building
wrestling
him up for the
works.
Four Horsemen. Because they had totals with FTR now. So now they got to build Spears up.
I guess. So who's with them now? Spears, FTR, and who else?
That's it. Right now, that's it.
They need a main. They need a main guy, and then they can have a stable faction as the champions.
Yeah.
Anna Jay versus Brandy. Neither of them are actual good wrestlers. I'm gonna be honest.
I saw someone say it was a really good match, and I'm like, I don't know if I believe you
Anna
on
Jay
that
is
one.
from Cody Rhodes' school. I know
Brandy
that.
Brandy Rhodes, excuse me, has zero place in a pro wrestling ring.
I agree.
She's a massive douchebag who, oh God, I don't even want to get into Brandy Rhodes. I
don't want to get.
I hate that woman.
Not because I hate her, because I'm not.
Where are you? Where did you go?
He sounds like Nick Jackson trying to get Kenny Omega to come back at All Out.
Yeah. Hold on. Kenny, let's talk about it.
You're not far enough.
Kenny, we can talk about this.
My phone was in my pocket when.
Oh, I thought you just.
Hey, wait. Kenny, we can talk about this.
There you go.
That was far enough.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
all right.
yeah,
Let me get to Dynamite because I actually like
you did
it.
watch, yes.
I have not missed one episode since it started. Not even a single show.
What
Because
a fan.
AEW is the product. That's right. Okay. Hangman Page versus Evil Uno. You know, Evil Uno took a pretty good apron bump, and he's a bigger guy, but he's agile.
He's good.
It was decent. Kenny Omega was on commentary. Oh God, did you see when Britt Baker was doing? It was Instagram Live, I think, and Adam Cole was
Yeah,
just yelling.
Adam Cole was dancing to LMFAO too.
No. There's
Oh.
another time where Britt Baker was doing a live, like just in her house, and you just heard Adam Cole yelling about Uno.
Oh yeah, because he was doing up down, of course.
Yeah.
Chugs.
The
McMuffin.
Young Bucks paying Tony Khan. Not this time. They almost killed Shivani, but they didn't.
They broke Shivani's phone, and Shivani looked like he was gonna cry.
Yeah, but they didn't kill him. Well, that's because Shivani.
No, the Bucks have crossed the line. It's one thing to put your hands on an official. It's one thing to put your hands on Alex Marvez, who really even shouldn't be there. But if you
They've got
touch
us against
anything,
Shivani.
if you touch anything of Shivani's, I will find you.
Well, it's because Road Warrior Buck and Balding Buck, they think they're so super serial,
Super cereal, bro.
Super
They're super
cereal.
cereal. They're just super cereal competitors.
They think they're big badasses,
like the heat, like the temperature in the room changes when the Bucks come in.
They think they're big badasses, but they want to talk it out.
Then we see guys like shit their pants when the Bucks walk in. Like that's how scary they are. That's how
People run
serial.
and hide.
When they see Matt Jackson with his hair down, they say, "Oh shit, I'm out of here."
When Balding Buck gives you that glance, you pee your pants.
It's one of those powers he has that just makes you hate life. But all right, I'm sorry, Sam. Continue.
Look, can we just talk about Eddie Kingston?
Yeah, let's get to that. That match was actually good, and I
The
appreciated it.
MVP of AEW, the best thing going on in that company, the diamond in the rough. Like, the best promo guy in the business right now. And
I
it's
agree.
not even close.
Who's better than Eddie Kingston?
No one
Sam?
can even touch Eddie Kingston on the mic.
Orange Cassidy.
Come on now. Come on now.
You're ribbing me, right?
Yeah, you're ribbing me, right?
No, I'm serious. Orange Cassidy.
Hey, Chris.
Hey, Chris.
I'm gonna embarrass you.
Sounds like
Taking promo
he
lessons from
he
Jeremy Lin.
got promo lessons from Jerry
Lin's a
Lynn.
basketball player.
When are we trying to get Jerry Lynn on the podcast?
All you need to do is title it, "Are you serious?"
Jerry, we're gonna bring you in, but we're not gonna pay you. Are you serious?
I guarantee you he'll be like, dude, I really just got on a podcast with two of the biggest marks I've ever met in my life. And
Like, these guys made the best friends look like legitimate men.
It's Jerry Lynn at it's Jerry. I'm on the podcast Twitter, by the way.
This is our Tweet the Rock. Like, the best friends had Tweet the Rock. Ours is Tweet Jerry Lynn.
Yes, every week we are gonna tweet Jerry Lynn.
Yes, sir. But we're not gonna ask those weird questions Chuck Taylor asked the Rock, because one was like, "Hey,
what am I
we're not
saying?
gonna show our nipple like Chuck Taylor."
No, Chuck Taylor like legitimately said at the Rock, "Ever kissed a guy?"
Hey Jerry Lynn, you ever kiss a moose?
What was the hashtag again?
Hashtag ask Jerry Lynn.
No,
tweet Jerry Lynn.
Hashtag tweet Jerry Lynn.
Yeah, tweet Jerry Lynn. Hashtag tweet.
Hashtag tweet Jerry Lynn.
I said it at it's Jerry Lynn. Want to get put over, kid? Come on to this podcast. Hashtag
Come on, dude.
tweet.
Motherfucker,
There we
you
go.
gonna bury us?
I'm gonna pin this to the page as well.
That motherfucker's gonna legitimately say, guys, I heard you guys were gonna put me over. You guys called me a kid. You guys are literally in high school. Look, man,
He's
we're
verified.
businessmen.
And his picture on his profile pictures, the Jerry Lynn is all elite, but it's not even cropped. Like
That motherfucker doesn't know how to use technology.
the worst thing on Twitter though is Sandman,
Oh,
because
The
Sandman plays
Sandman has a
Fortnite,
Twitter.
and whenever he
Dude,
wins, he puts
I
victory
bet
royale.
you. If we could get the Sandman, I think my life would be complete.
that dude's a shoot crack
Sandman
addict.
is chill. He's a chill guy.
But so Dynamite. There's one thing we didn't talk about. We skipped over it. Brody Lee and Orange
Thunder
Cassidy.
Rosa, the actual leading superstar of the AEW women's roster.
All right, man.
Yeah, it's kind of
true.
pretty
True.
sad that a woman who's not even signed to your company is like your best female talent.
Well,
Like you have to bring in another company's champion to have a legitimate contender for your champion.
or they're just trying to help out the NWA because NWA is dying right
Not really.
I mean, they are on
now. Power? What happened to Power?
They're on prime time, bro.
Oh, I saw
Yeah,
the
they're
Mike
on
Bennett.
primetime wrestling.
Speaking of Mike
Power
Bennett,
only went away because NWA Power would not be the same without the crowd.
Yeah.
Like that crowd made that show.
that's right. I love the venue that they have too.
Yeah,
The only thing
MGM
is
Studios.
when when Ricky Morton comes out, kind of gotta put barricades around the promo table.
My favorite. Let me talk about my favorite. Well, we were talking about Eddie Kingston. Let me talk about my favorite Eddie Kingston moment and one of my favorite NWA Power moments. The time Eddie Kingston made MGM Studios go silent, and Drew knows exactly what promo I'm talking about.
Oh, I do.
So Eddie Kingston was cutting a promo on the Pope, and the Pope was disrespecting Homicide, and Eddie Kingston comes out, and he was, he's kind of joking around at first, and then he goes, "Never
Elijah
disrespect
Burke.
Homicide. You never disrespect Homicide. That man built New York City. That man stopped me from committing suicide." And the first time ever that everyone in NWA Studios went completely dead silent. Like the first time I ever heard dead silence
That's reality.
on that show.
That's real.
And like you just felt it like, oh my God, this guy is the realest man in this business. This guy knows how to control your emotions. This guy is the real deal. No one can touch Eddie Kingston on the microphone. No one, especially not Orange Cassidy.
Well, you guys forgot about Cody's big return. And JR.
With
JR
jet black hair.
JR legitimately said when like Cody's like intro music was going, he said, "If I don't see anybody, it's just music. That's all." Like fucking, he was in a nightmare. Whoa.
Yeah.
American Nightmare. Yeah. And then we're gonna have a dog collar match, hopefully at Full Gear, cause fuck it, it's only a month out.
I'm very excited for that.
That should be
match is
good.
gonna be great.
Yeah. See, we put over Eddie Kingston, but Cody's a really probably.
I love Cody. Cody's one of
Yeah.
the best in the world. And I just want him to be world champion already.
And they're probably gonna do a 6-man between Private Party and Matt Hardy in the Inner Circle, which I don't want to see that, but whatever.
Neither do I. I don't want to see anything.
Matt Hardy
involving
has
Matt
feuded
Hardy.
with the Inner Circle his whole tenure in AEW.
Yeah.
All right, I just DM'd Jerry Lynn.
We got
I
dreams.
legitimately want it. We should see if we can get Eddie Kingston on here.
All right,
No, I
Hashtag
guarantee
tweet
you, I
Eddie
guarantee
Kingston
you
is
the
mad.
whole thing's gonna be the whole thing's gonna be.
Oh
You
man,
guys
we
got
gotta
money.
get Royce Isaacs on here. He responded to my story.
Royce, yeah.
What about Ethan Page? I saw he put one of you his story.
Oh, Ethan Page reposted
Well,
my
Ethan Page is
story a
just
couple
really
times.
great with his fans. He's
Yeah, he
probably
really is.
one
He
of the
really,
best
really is.
TOs, but he's like one of the nicest motherfuckers I know. I
His
don't know him,
YouTube
but
channel is
I know of.
amazing. He's got a great YouTube channel.
But so after this, after Dynamite, it's SmackDown, which
Boo! I don't care. I don't care. I
yeah,
don't
SmackDown
care.
was so
I don't
weird.
care.
I was
The
on Thunderdome for like the last 3 minutes.
so you saw Jey Uso get Superman punched.
Hey,
Why
wait.
is
Let
he
me wait.
all this?
So since you were on the Thunderdome, let me ask you my main question about the Thunderdome. So, like, what do you see when you're on the Thunderdome?
It's just TV.
Okay, so you just see the TV, but
It's the
you're
same
just
exact thing, just a little bit early.
okay. So you don't get like the 7 second delay.
Oh, pretty much. It's no, it's earlier than what it should be.
What do you mean?
My like if I have it playing on my TV and then I'm on Thunderdome on my phone, my phone is earlier.
Yeah, so like you don't get like the TV delay that they put in.
Who's the
Like
jackal?
you see like the complete live version.
So pretty much, it's just what you're watching on Fox, except they're seeing you.
It's literally the same thing you're seeing on TV,
But
but
you're
it's
just your reaction is recorded.
Okay,
yeah,
well, you know
that's
what?
it. That's
That's
really
whatever.
it.
That's fine. Okay, it's free, so
Yeah,
They're gonna charge soon, I bet, because there's too many trolls.
wouldn't surprise me.
yeah.
And because Vince doesn't
What
care
what
about his
else do
fans,
we
he just
got
cares
here?
about him trying to show Gronk how to jump off the balcony.
That was so great.
That was probably my favorite Vince moment.
But anything of interest happened on SmackDown besides the final segment.
Besides, well, me being on it, that saved the show.
What an egomaniac,
At least I'm not Enzo. I hate Enzo.
I love
bro.
Enzo.
I saw Enzo. Recent picture of Enzo. That motherfucker's putting on some muscle.
Simon Gotch buries Enzo More. Let's watch it for 100th time.
Watch it on loop, bro.
Oh, way ahead of
He
you.
called Enzo an abortion.
Yeah, I don't blame him.
That's too hard.
No, it's not. It's not harsh enough.
That's uncalled for.
No, it's not.
Perfect.
Enzo's a great guy. Come
No, he's not.
on. Yes, he is. He's a
Listen to
great
the
guy.
Jewish man. The Jewish man is right.
But
Well, just because he doesn't know anything about wrestling doesn't make him a bad person.
but
What? When you're trying to become a professional wrestler?
Well, that doesn't make
but
him a dick, though. That's what I'm saying. That makes him
he's not a
clueless about the
dick.
profession he wants
He's
to be
not a
in.
dick.
That's what
If
I'm
there's one
saying.
thing Enzo Amore is not, it's a dick. He's a good ass person.
Mm.
Like I watched his interview with Chris Van Vliet, and like the main thing I got from it is like, man, this guy is actually a really good person. Misunderstood, I will say.
Yeah.
Enzo Amore buries Simon Gotch. The trilogy continues.
My favorite Enzo feud is him versus Jelly Nutella, or Joey
Oh,
Janela, as Enzo
outside of
calls him.
the what was it? Hockey game? No.
So
Blink
concert
182 concert.
at
Oh, it was a
182
concert.
concert.
What's up with him and Cass too? Big Cass tried to kill him.
Oh yeah, Janela. That was. Oh
That's
man.
yeah.
That's so. And DDP's trying to put him over. I'm like, what?
I really
Well,
hope that.
obviously,
I really
Cass had
hope.
problems.
I know,
Yeah, I
but
hope
if you're
Cass
trying to
is. I
Joey
really
Janela,
hope Cass is doing all right.
Yeah, me
Because
too.
I think AEW, like, I get Janela just completely, like, to get to where he was, he's not a good wrestler. He just jumps. He's fearless, and that's what got him to his place. I get that. But I think, like, when Janela joined, I thought he was going to be better. He would have, he deserves better than what he's getting, is what I'm trying to say.
He doesn't.
Drew, you hate him for one reason. We're not gonna talk about that reason, but I know why
Yes,
you
we are.
hate.
He's
Why
not
though?
good. No,
It's because Cornette
it
isn't
was
it.
at a GCW show.
No, it's not because of Cornette. It's not because of Cornette.
No. All right,
It's
no.
not because of Cornette why Drew doesn't like him.
You guys
No.
are daily customers of the Cornette drive-thru,
Can you
aren't
let me speak?
No, it's not.
No.
I saw that motherfucker expose the business at a GCW show. Somebody dropped an inflatable doll on him, and it was a table, and he like
All right.
purposely like wiggled to break it.
Yoshihiko?
You telling me
You're
that don't
talking
look
about?
fake?
No.
Yeah, the
Sam,
doll lands on him, and he has to like hump, and then like hit,
guys,
like his ass has to go through it to break the table.
that was the point of the whole match. That point of the company is to be
For it
different.
to
It's
be
called
stupid?
Game Changer for a reason.
Game Changer doesn't have to be positive.
They just have to be different, and that's why they are where they were right.
well,
That's
no,
why
they had good wrestlers at the show.
Well, and yeah, and they're different, all right. That's definitely the word you can use. They're different, all right.
Oh well, let's talk. Well, let's talk about Miro's debut too.
Let's not.
Let's
Let's not and
Why,
say we
that
did.
I have to agree that sucks. It's the dumbest thing ever. It's not Rusev. Rusev was actually a good gimmick, and I actually liked Rusev. Like, who doesn't like Nikolai Volkov 2.0?
Well, Vince didn't like Rusev.
I liked. Everyone loved Rusev Day. Rusev,
Yeah.
big, goofy, cool babyface. Who's just his gimmick is that he's over. Like that was his gimmick. His gimmick was that he was over.
Or Aiden English just was his mouthpiece.
Like there's some acts that you can get by with just doing in another company. And Aiden English and Rusev is one of those acts that can get by just doing what you did in WWE and do it in a different company. It would work because it was that over. Like I'm all for someone doing something new in a new company. Like that's what you should do. But there's some
Like
cases where where yeah, it works. It would work better if you just do what you did in WWE because that Rusev Day stuff did not live up to his full potential. Make up for it in a new place, you know?
They are. It's Miro Day.
It's Miro Day and he's dragging down Kip Sabian. That's why I'm mad about it because if he wasn't with Kip Sabian, I wouldn't care. But since he's dragging down Kip Sabian, then now I'm mad because Kip Sabian is the sidekick in the shadow of fucking Miro. Kip Sabian, like I talked way too much about Kip Sabian the first episode. I know that, but Kip Sabian, I'll just say it again. He deserves way better. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. But yeah. So
I feel like
anything,
AEW, they have enough talent, but they need to think about how to book them all. Like, they shouldn't be signing any more people. They should stick with what they have,
yeah,
and they just need to
that's how
figure it
they
out.
book. That's how they book. They use someone, don't use them ever again, then just bring someone new in.
Right.
There's Clash of Champions if you wanted to review that, or I mean not review it, predict it.
Yeah, so let's go over predictions. the Clash of Champions.
All
This is
right.
going to be the first time Sam is hearing the card.
I didn't even know Clash of Champions was happening here.
It's tomorrow.
Oh, wait, so is NXT on tonight?
No, NXT's next weekend, or is it? Drew, is it next
What-
weekend or the weekend after that?
It's the 4th, so next weekend.
What's
Next
the
Sunday.
point of that?
When? Wait. Okay, so NXT is next Sunday, and then the day before that is Impact Victory Road.
Yeah.
Jeff Hardy Victory Road incident. That's my favorite.
Huh. But okay, let's close off the podcast. Some Clash Champions predictions.
All right. So kicking off the show will be on the kickoff.
Yes, this is another thing I wanted to complain about and rant about. Asuka versus Zelina Vega on the pre-show. This match has zero fucking business being on the pre-show. Asuka has no business being on the pre-show. This woman has main evented pay-per-views. She is the Raw Women's Champion. She was just in a big, high-profile feud with Bayley and Sasha. She just had 2 title matches at SummerSlam, and now you're putting her on the pre-show? Are you joking? Like, Asuka, like, they every time they give her something, they just like kick her. You know?
Well,
Like,
either
oh
way,
yeah, you can be champion, but we're not gonna use you that much, and you're gonna have just nothing feuds with Zelina Vega just out of nowhere, and you're gonna be on the pre-show, and you're gonna have a weird ass finish to your match with Mickey James.
I've got Asuka winning this pretty handedly.
No shit.
I'm just trying to be professional. Sam, who you got?
Obviously, Asuka wins here. Sam, I'm assuming you agree.
I'm not listening to anything because I just came across this. Look at the.
Oh yes.
I could not be
So,
happier.
let's talk about. Oh, yeah, that's right. Today it was announced Kushida will take on Velveteen Dream at Takeover 31.
He's gonna no show or something.
What a slap in the face to Kushida. Your first Takeover match is against Velveteen Dream.
He's
That's
gonna.
just.
This is gonna be a live murder.
She has been in the company for over a year now. Finally gets his first Takeover match, and it's against Velveteen Dream.
I could not
Just
be happier with this.
complete slap in the face. But all right, moving on.
All right, what
On
was
Clash of
the
Champions.
first match of Clash of Champions?
Asuka
Asuka,
versus
Zelina
Zelina Vega on the pre-show for the
What?
women's championship.
Zelina Vega wrestles.
Yes, and she's a good wrestler, but they
All
needed.
right, I'm
They
going
I
with
don't.
Asuka.
Yeah.
All right. For the 700th time, Angel Garza and Andrade challenge the Street Profits for the Raw Tag Team
Women's
Championships.
Championship. Wow, that's
Okay, so I feel like the only reason for Andrade and Garza to still be a tag team now after Zelina
so
Vega
that they
left
can
them,
win it.
yes, is for them to actually now they win the tag belts. So I'm predicting Garza and Andrade. And if they don't win,
They'll break
then
up.
if they break up and they don't even have Zelina there, I just see nothing for them.
There's no point in having the team if they have this many matches, then what's the point of having the team? Like that's what I said with I think shoot. It was some I think it was with well really just storylines in general. If you're gonna hype something up and then it doesn't go out the way people want it to, what's the point of having it?
Hmm.
Like MJF, like everyone was hyped for him actually winning the belt. Like
Yeah,
even though he's a heel,
it's
everyone knows.
anticlimactic.
What was that?
I mean, stuff's just like that, though.
It's anticlimactic.
Yeah, and Moxley's still champion, which I'm like, hey, no.
Just because the finish that you wanted didn't happen
The
doesn't mean.
finish was smart, though. I have to agree.
Yeah. Just stuff just doesn't happen sometimes. MJF will be a world champion, though.
Yeah, but Drew, what's your prediction? Garza and Andrade
I'm
versus
gonna
Street Profits.
go. I'm gonna be different. I'm gonna go with the Street Profits.
Hmm.
Sam, you have a prediction?
No, I just made the Brutus Beefcake noise for no reason.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm going with Garza and Andrade because why are they gonna put them unless they don't have enough tag team, which makes sense because aren't
they really
isn't
don't.
isn't
mean,
Ivar injured?
Yeah,
Yes.
they really don't have enough tag teams because Dominic and what's his fucking name?
Dominic
Humberto
Mysterio.
Carrillo were a part of the number one contenders match.
Well, that was supposed
And
to be Ray, but
as were Seth and Buddy Murphy, who hasn't been a tag team in months.
all right. So then we got second of three tag title matches of the night. Cesaro and Shinsuke Nakamura defend against the Lucha House Party. I've got Cesaro and Shinsuke.
Um. Yeah, I'll just go Cesaro and Shinsuke, but I feel like Lucha House Party might win.
Why is I thought Lucha House Party wasn't even like being used.
No, they've been building this match. Has it been since before SummerSlam?
Yeah.
Yeah, so they've been building it for a while.
I mean, if
This
I've
whole
heard,
feud started in the first place just by Lucha House Party just stealing the tag titles for like 15 minutes. Weird. Really weird.
I'm going Cesaro and Shinsuke because why Lucha House Party? If weren't there supposed to be the 205 Live Tag Team Champion?
That was a big rumor going on.
They were made and everything. I thought.
No, that was just a rumor.
No.
There was like fan designs made. Like fans made some designs, but like concept art.
I could have sworn that there's a picture where WWE posted it. It was both tag titles on a table.
Maybe you're thinking of like the NXT UK tag titles.
That's probably what I'm thinking.
Those belts are beautiful, by the way. Love those belts.
There
All
were
right.
those.
Next match. Bobby Lashley defends the United States Championship against Apollo Crews. Bobby Lashley retains here.
Obviously, Bobby Lashley. Sam.
Dang, Apollo's run did not last long. I have to go with Lashley because, I mean, what if the match just like, what if it was like the Hogan Nash thing, the Finger of Doom?
Finger poking.
Yeah. What if it's like that and then Apollo joins us?
That wouldn't really make
Because if they pushed
all that
him,
much sense.
they gave him the U.S. belt, the U.S. Championship, and now it's just a wasted run.
Well, this all started because Apollo didn't want to be with MVP, so it really wouldn't make that much sense for him to just join MVP.
Well, I'm still going Lashley.
Yeah.
All right. Triple threat ladder match probably will be match of the night. Jeff
Yeah.
Hardy versus AJ Styles versus Sami Zayn. Nick, who's your pick?
I'm gonna go with my heart. I'm gonna go with what my heart wants. I'm gonna go Sami Zayn, even though he's probably not gonna win.
How about you, Sam?
I know Sammy. I've been a fan of Sami Zayn's El Generico, but it's not gonna
Sami Zayn, one
happen.
of my favorite wrestlers of all time. Like he's like number 12
Yeah.
or 11 on like
He's in
my
my
my list of favorite wrestlers.
top 10 possibly, but I think why winner take all? Oh, because it's 2 belts right now, right?
Yeah,
The same championship.
Sammy came
2
back
belts.
and he had an IC title.
Oh, so if
In
he
the,
wins, he pretty much retains.
yeah, Sammy came back with an IC title, and he's saying he's the real champion, and Jeff's the champion.
I think Sami Zayn's gonna win because why would they bring him back? And
Well,
Jeff Hardy's already
you can't
over,
really
and
use that logic because Shawn Michaels didn't win at WrestleMania 10.
yeah, but that was WrestleMania 10. It's 2020. We have Otis winning the Money in the Bank ladder match.
Well, yeah, it's 2020, so they would go with the bad decision, which would be Sami Zayn not winning.
But you have to think again because this is WWE's it's PG era. The kids don't want
Yeah,
Sami.
that's a good point. They think we don't like Sami Zayn, even though everyone does.
They it's because the product is made for children. That's
Yeah.
why.
Which, yeah, I get it. Like Drew, he's only 7 years old, so I get it, and he watches every week.
All right. So, anyways, I think that Jeff Hardy's gonna grab one belt and Sami Zayn's gonna grab the other, and this is just a way to get AJ Styles the fuck out of the storyline. All right, next match, women's tag
I'm
titles:
sorry,
Shayna
Drew. I'm
Baszler,
sorry.
Nia
I'm
Jax
sorry.
defend against the Riot Squad.
I'm sorry.
I'm
Drew's
going
not
with
7
Shayna
years old.
Baszler
He's
and
8.
Nia Jax. Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax are gonna win this. Poor Liv Morgan.
Yeah, they're gonna get murdered.
Yeah, I hope Ruby Riot takes all the bad bumps. I'm fine.
What's the
I'm
point
sorry.
of bringing back Riot Squad in the first place?
Because
Just because
Vince
they're new
doesn't
tag
see
team.
anything in Liv Morgan.
I remember I used to think Sarah Logan and Sonya Deville was the same. Like when they first came along, I thought they were the same person. Really, just for no reason at all. Well, probably because they were just two. Right? Here's the thing: you have to understand where I'm. Because 2 brand new stables, or
Yeah, that was
trios,
so weird. That was
they both
so
came from NXT,
weird.
and that's when Paige like retired. What was Paige's thing?
Absolution.
That was the dumbest name ever.
Oh well.
Besides Death Triangle.
No,
I
that name's
think
kind of
Death
fire.
Triangle is cool. Not as cool
What?
as Death Oreo, but you know.
Yeah, Death
Oh,
Warrior is pretty fire. I
Excalibur?
gotta give Joey Janela credit.
Oh, so Kenny Omega's doing. There's this. You guys know High Spots, right?
Yeah. Love
No,
high spots.
Oh, have you guys done any of the stuff with the signings?
no.
No.
Dude, they just had Mike Bennett, same person. On Thursday, dude, they were selling the brand new signed basics for $30.
That's a pretty good deal.
I know,
Yeah.
I got myself one,
That
and they have,
figure's like what, 15, 20 bucks
and it
online?
just came out too, and they have like COA and everything off. It's the real deal.
When they
But
had Major Wrestling Figure Podcast on there, they were selling signed by all 3 Edgeheads.
they do business there. They do legit business. Um, but I'm starting to like favor that company now and start to do the signing because I've got signed wrestling figures. I've collected those since 2015, and now signings are closed down. So this is really what I got to do. Um, so they just posted a picture last week of Kenny Omega,
Mm-hmm.
and they're having Kenny Omega this week, which I'm excited about. I'm sending in my Unrivaled to get signed, and in the background, Yano.
Who?
You don't.
Toriano. Yeah.
Here, I'm trying to find a picture. This guy.
Big goofy motherfucker.
Yeah, this guy.
Oh, that
No?
motherfucker. I don't care for him.
Alright, well, in the picture. Never mind, I'm just gonna cancel the story now. Funny.
Well, Nick, yeah, you had the Riot Squad getting destroyed.
Yeah.
Sam, what do you think?
If I went Riot Squad, what would my reasoning be? Really, they don't have a chance.
I know why Drew would pick the Riot Squad. I'm surprised he
Yeah,
didn't.
man. Well, I mean, it's whatever. But all right. So SmackDown Women's Championship. Bailey defends against Nikki Cross, number
That's a joke.
5,000. Bailey's going to retain.
Why would they not just save Mandy going to Raw after this, have Mandy versus Bailey? Mandy is the one person that Bailey hasn't beaten on the roster. Why wouldn't you do that instead of having Nikki Cross versus Bailey for the 5 billionth time? We didn't care before. We don't care now, especially when it's had zero build besides half of Bailey's promo on SmackDown this week. And the only thing people care about in this match is Nikki Cross and Bailey's separate feuds. Bailey with Sasha and Nikki with Alexa.
Here's the
Like they
thing.
don't care. No one cares about Nikki versus Bailey. People care about, oh, what's Alexa Bliss gonna do? Oh, are we gonna see Sasha Banks?
What if, because since didn't Bailey and Sasha are they not a team anymore?
No, Bailey. They broke up and Bailey broke her neck, and then
Oh, because what if Sasha
yeah.
did a run? But I wouldn't see why Nikki Cross would ever.
Yeah. No, because Sasha then, after Bailey broke her neck, like 2 weeks later, they had her have like a promo, and she was like in a neck brace, and Bailey attacked her again.
It could be like
And
Austin.
Sasha said that she's coming for the SmackDown Women's title.
It could be like Austin and Owen Hart.
Yeah. Except in kayfabe this time.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Well, all right. Co-main event. Roman Reigns defends the Universal Championship against Jey Uso. You two get your predictions in. I want to save mine for last.
Oh, you're gonna say
Jesus, I didn't even realize this. Why is there so many predictable matches on this show?
because the children want the faces to win.
Yeah,
But
but obviously Jey
So
Uso is gonna win this match. Like even a dumbass could know that, you know? No, I'm just playing. Roman Reigns, obviously.
Nick, you really just took my joke. It's fine. Yeah, Roman Reigns is going to get the win here.
Last night, I told Drew, I dare you to unironically, seriously say Jey Uso is your pick.
I was literally waiting the whole podcast to do it, too.
I'm done. I'm done with this whole thing. Jerry Lynn, fill me in. I can't do this anymore. This is not gonna work out.
Dude, Jerry Lynn wouldn't even talk about WWE with us.
What's WWE?
Hey, he was there.
Wait a second, you guys didn't watch Dark this week?
Nah, man. Bro, I produced like 7 of those matches. Dang, poor you. All right, main event, ambulance match. Drew McIntyre defends against Randy Orton for the WWE Championship.
Why?
Okay, so I have a finish in my mind for how this is gonna go down.
Some shitty ass finish for an ambulance match. Just
Keith Lee gets involved, and the finish is he pounces Randy Orton into the ambulance.
I like
which,
that.
and then Drew McIntyre complains, "Oh, Keith, you helped me win my title. I didn't need your help." I can usually do a really good Drew McIntyre
And
impression,
then
but
Keith Lee
I'm not
goes,
feeling it right
Drew,
now.
save
Drew?
the shit.
Now you know how it feels.
To be Keith Lee. I don't.
And then sets up Drew versus Keith Lee for the title. Keith Lee's the only person I want to see take the title off of Drew.
Yeah, so
Oh,
Drew.
Jerry Lynn already has a podcast.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Everybody and their
In
brother
the
has a
most recent
podcast.
episode, they talked about how Mikey Whipwreck has a broken back.
Oh shit,
Apparently.
Mikey Whipwreck.
Let's do a little cross-brand podcast with Conan.
I'd do Disco Inferno. So what got you guys into wrestling? Not you. That wasn't
So
even
Conan,
alive.
let's talk about you and Vampiro. Y'all really hate each other, huh?
No, we need a one-on-one confirmation. Vince Russo, bro,
Oh no.
and Mr. Corny Drive-Thru.
Dude, we'd
Oh.
really have to give.
Miss Cornette, you have the floor first.
Whole bank.
I would want to bring them both
Dude,
on and
not
don't
even
even
that.
tell
Corny
them
would just
that the other
really just
person is
refuse
coming
to
on.
do it.
So, Miss
Cornette would
Cornette, it's been a
block
great conversation with you, and now we're gonna bring on our second guest for the show, ladies and gentlemen, Vince Russo. Oh, for fuck's sake, motherfucker!
Better be looking in fucking Kentucky right now, you stupid little fucks.
Bro.
Listen, Cornette, bro, I just want to talk it out, bro, and I just want to fucking wring your fucking neck out, motherfucker.
And then we bring Janela just in the middle of it.
Oh, I might leave then. No, I'd ask Janela. So Janela, why did you put your crotch on some statue at the zoo? Yeah, I saw that post. What is the matter?
Jillian, tell you, motherfucker, I'll put you on a sandwich, you sack of shit.
That's what I need during AEW. Fucking shit sandwich.
Jelly Nutella sandwich.
Guys, just remember the feeling is not mutual between Russo and Corny. Bro.
Russo just wants to be friends, bro. Let's talk it out, bro.
You want to kill me over wrestling? Yeah.
Corny, let's talk about this.
You would kill me wrestling? You would kill me? Yes, motherfucker, I want to kill you wrestling.
Guys, he created the Attitude Era, for God's sake.
Want to kill you.
I created Stone Cold Steve Austin. I
I shook your eyeballs pop out.
Jim Cornette, motherfucker. Who he ever made?
The other day, my friend mistaked David Arquette for Vince Russo.
Let me know his location.
Yeah.
Fair, you guys want think Vince Russo could fuck Monica from Friends?
I can't hear you.
Cornette.
You're pulling a Matt Jackson right now.
Can't even get the right.
Look, motherfucker, my name's not Kenny. And I don't want to talk about this.
You can't even get the right Young Buck right, Sam. You should be ashamed of yourself.
No, I'm ashamed of Conrad Thompson still. Never.
One of them's, look, they're easy to tell apart. One of them's balding, and the other one thinks he's a road warrior.
Oh, speaking of the Road Warriors, I was going to start out the podcast with this.
Yeah, I was thinking about it, but then I'm like, wait, I'm not the host.
Our condolences go out to the Laurinaitis family who lost Joe. I didn't know him, so I'm not on a first name basis with him. Joe Laurinaitis.
Better known as Road Warrior Animal.
Yes. Passed away Tuesday?
Yeah.
Yeah, just.
Or no, it was Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Yeah.
Super shocking. I did not see that coming.
Yeah, it's like just last week. I was watching I've been watching a lot of old Ruthless Aggression era stuff, and I got to the point in Ruthless Aggression era, him and Heidenreich, and I'm like watching Road Warrior Animal and Heidenreich versus Eminem at Great American Bash, and Road Warrior Animal, he's getting in there and he's squashing Eminem, and I'm like laughing to myself. I'm like, oh my god, I can't believe this old fat guy is beating up these two young studs, you know. And a week later, he's gone. Like, it's kind of weird, you know.
And
I
me and Joker were literally just looking for a hawk the day before.
Yeah, just earlier today, it's kind of funny. Just earlier today, I found my Remco Road Warrior figures.
Yeah, I did the picture for the Instagram.
Yeah, that was very
Yeah,
nice, by the way.
yeah,
And
yeah.
then
Thank you for that.
I do have a signed 8x10 of him and Paul Ellering, and I have my my Jack's Classic signed. I met him just last November.
Let's talk about, you know what? Let's do a little rip-off of the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast. A little rip-off of the incarnation of domination. Let's talk about, well, okay, this is how we're going to end the podcast. Favorite Road Warrior / LOD figures?
Ooh.
Jack's 3-pack, them and Sonny.
Yeah, that's a really good pack. That's a really good pack. Doesn't that a ringside exclusive?
I think so, but really, I never took the time. Well, I think it was just limited edition. All the 3-packs were limited, but I never took the time to get all of them. Like, I met him so many times, and I never took the time to get all of them signed, and now I wish I do. Classic Superstars, LOD. They had 2 3-packs, I believe. No, they had. Wait. No, they had.
They should have had a 3-pack with Ellering.
They should have. Well, they have the new Ellering coming out, which is awesome.
Yeah, but it sucks that Ellering, he's one of the people that didn't get a classic that should have.
There were a few canceled ones that I went through, but Animal had a couple. He was in a. There was a red shoulder pad 2-pack of him and
Yeah,
Hawk, which
that's
is
a
probably
really
my
good.
favorite one,
That's
which
a
I wish
really
I
good
got,
one.
but it was like $100 and I couldn't afford it. I have him with the gray shoulder pads. It's kind of hard to come across. He's had variants and stuff. Yeah, it's him with the gray shoulder pads and the long trunks. And then he
Oh
also
yeah,
has
I
red
know the one.
shoulder pads.
Like the biker shorts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just saw that figure
He told
earlier. I
when I
think.
met him, he told me that Vince made him wear the shorts because his legs were huge. So he was like, why are you wearing tights?"
That's cool.
I don't
That's
know if
really
I have
cool.
I don't know if I personally have an answer to the.
Well, just Google. Go on. Just Google Road Warrior figures. Say which ones you think about. Which one you like the most.
I hate how the battle pack had the blue because no one really cared about the blue. Everyone cared about like the red that everyone really knew.
Well, the blues, like,
The
that's
blue
supposed
is
to be Road
Japan and
Warriors.
WCW.
Like, or like that's like earlier Road Warriors, like NWA Road Warriors.
No,
You know,
NWA Road Warriors were the Legends. Legends Series 1.
that was like
Those
no, like the blue. That's
literally
supposed to be
come
like
with the
that's supposed
NWA
to be
tag
Road
team.
Warriors. You know, like the elites or so they're elite 30.
30.
I can't remember if those were 30 or 31.
30.
30. Those were LOD. And then, yeah, my personal favorite, the Legends figures.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah, I'm looking at the legends. I think.
Yeah, those are the NWA ones. Those are early.
Criminally underrated figures. Criminally underrated. All like
I didn't even know they
boots.
existed.
Like yeah, criminally underrated. Like it's insane. Like those figures are incredible. The head scan's completely on point. The shoulder pads look awesome. The gauntlets look awesome. The attires are simple but awesome and accurate. the boots are so cool looking, like all original boots. I don't even think those boots have been used ever since then. You know, and it's just because they're early Mattels, and they're so rare that people just don't have them, so they don't talk about them.
Yeah, all of those legends are really. That's why I'm trying to build it right now. Like I was looking at the legends like just in general because I wanted originally. Now I sound crazy. I wanted to get every single one mint on card,
Oh, come on now.
and then
Wait, does that include Matty Collector exclusives?
I don't even know what's out there. I just know everything mint on card
Well,
is
there's
over what it
there's
was normally.
Andre, the first Andre, Arn Anderson, Tully, and the Rockers 2-pack, and there was supposed to be Elizabeth was supposed to be in there, but then she got moved to Elite 19.
Because my friend has Macho Man and the regular release Macho Man and the regular release Vader mint on card, and those things are mint. I was trying to buy it off him, but he wouldn't. He wouldn't sell it to me.
Right, and then you'd have to get the Toys R Us exclusive Legends 2-packs, Piper and Orton, Piper and Bob Orton,
Yeah,
and then the Bushwhackers.
Piper was cool too.
Yeah.
I met him like a
Think,
week before, dude. That was
oh,
shocking.
oh, that sucks. Man, rest in I. That's another one. That's one of those ones that like I still can't believe he's passed. You know.
And people are saying on the Wikipedia, they say animal was because of natural causes. There's no chance.
Yeah,
There
you
is
don't.
no
He's
chance.
only
You don't die
60
at
years old,
60.
I know the dude was healthy. He was clean. There's
dude. I looked it up. So he he just had turned 60 like the week
Mhm.
before,
Yeah,
and
Yeah.
the day before he passed was his anniversary with his
yeah.
wife. Like that's so sad.
There's something going on with that. That's not normal. That's not.
I was the first thing that came to my mind was COVID.
not meaning to be rude or anything, but
Yeah,
no way, no way.
because Kamala
We
died from COVID.
who did?
Kamala.
Did he?
No,
That's what I heard.
no. Kamal was just in bad shape in general. Like,
Yeah,
did
but I
you
heard
know?
he died from COVID.
No, because the
That's what.
dude, it was from diabetes.
Yeah, I know he had diabetes, but that's just what I heard. He died from COVID.
Oh, you might be right, actually. Cardiac arrest due to complications from COVID and diabetes.
Yeah,
Jericho had to
because
pay for his house. Did you see that?
that's why the majority of people die from COVID because they have something else. Fucking Austin Aries and Flip Gordon trying to act like the coronavirus isn't serious because oh, see, people, not that many people are dying from coronavirus. Like, yeah, not that many people are dying just from coronavirus, like single-handedly from coronavirus. Majority of the deaths are from people who already have something else. I love Austin Aries so much. I think he's a great wrestler, but oh my god, the dude just needs to shut his fucking mouth. So,
What a rant. We need to see what Jerry Lynn thinks about this.
so our favorite Road Warrior figures, me and Drew going with the Legends Series 1s. Sam, you going with the 3-pack
Yep.
with Sonny?
Yep.
Sam?
Huh?
So you're going with the 3-pack with Sonny for your
Yeah.
favorite?
I don't think my mic picked it up. I said yeah.
Alright.
All right. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah. Alright,
All right.
so I think that does it for this week.
Yeah.
Well
Oh,
over 2 hours this week.
yeah. About We're giving you guys that raw type
Underground.
Yeah.
podcast. But I
Yeah.
want to thank everybody for listening.
Next week, it's gonna go back to just me and Drew.
Yeah.
We will talk about Clash of
Unless we get
Champions.
Jerry Lynn or Super Gabby.
Yes. Oh yes. Sam said we might get Super Gabby on the pod. That's gonna be awesome.
Dude,
You already
he's-
know, Pa. You already know.
He's
Yeah,
way
Pa.
chiller than you think he is. Like
No,
that.
I know he's chill. I
That thing
know.
on the podcast, that's fake. That's all fake. Like you already
But,
know, that's all fake. That's all fake.
Yeah. But yeah, next week, me and Drew talk about Clash of Champions, whatever the hell else goes on next week,
We have
and whatever the hell else we want to talk about.
maybe Takeover 31. You know.
Oh yeah,
preview
Takeover
to
30
that.
predictions and Victory Road. Oh, that's right.
Yeah, we might have to
Podcasting.
record like on Friday.
Yeah, we might have to record. Yeah, we might have to record a different day.
Yeah.
Next weekend because Victory Road is on Saturday, and me and Drew don't want to miss that show, or I don't want to miss that show. I don't know if Drew's watching or not.
It's 1:15 a.m. What are we doing? Why this late?
Yeah, if Victory Road ends at a decent time, if it ends before like 11 or at 11, and we might record on Saturday. But just know the podcast might go up on a different day
Yes.
that weekend.
But yeah, thank you. Thank you, Sam, for coming on.
Yeah, thank you, Sam.
I'm still
Now
waiting
it's
for my
time for your-
paycheck from the second episode.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm still waiting on my Survivor Series John Morrison.
All
But
right.
you don't see me complaining.
Fine. We're even.
At least give me Jomo. At least send
No,
us
we're
both
even.
Jomo.
That's it. We're even.
Or at least send me 2 Jomos.
No, we're even. That's it.
At least send
Starting
me the
gosh.
tag belts.
What a little motherfucker.
All right, well, yeah, thank you, everyone, for joining us this week. And thanks to Sam. Thank you for everyone listening. And, yep, that's going to do it this week.